legend stands tall, savior of worlds, answering the call. With lightning in his veins and fire in his eyes, racing through the stars, cutting through the skies. Evil's rising, darkness spreads, but there's a hero in the lead. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. A planet in peril, the people cry. Ming's cruel laughter filling the sky. But from Earth to Mongo, across the stars, he fights for freedom no matter how far. The fate of worlds in his hands, with courage he makes his stand. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. The fate of worlds in his hands, with courage he makes his stand. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. Through fire and shadow he won't turn away. The universe knows his name today. No chains of fear can hold him down. Flash warrior wears the victor's crown. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. Flash Gordon, hero supreme, living the dream in a starbound stream. Through galaxies far, he fights for the right. Forever a hero, forever the light. Born from the stars, a hero unknown, a light in the dark, where evil had grown. He stands with courage, his heart is ablaze, a savior for worlds through cosmic haze. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. Ming the Merciless, ruling with dread. Planets in fear, their freedom near dead. But Flash, the champion, defies his reign, bringing the storm through fire and pain. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. With allies beside him, bold and true, Dale and Zarkov, their loyalty grew. The drums of war beat loud and fast, but Flash's courage will always last. A leap of faith, a daring flight. He battles the dark to reclaim the light. From Mongo's grip to freedom's embrace, the hero of legend saves every race. Flash, Flash Gordon, racing through the skies, he's never broken. Flash, Flash Gordon, the universe survives because he's chosen. Oh, Flash Gordon.
effects can I get if I put it in my gun arm? I'm mostly thinking like rate of fire, maybe? Yeah. Sure. Oh, that will probably help. Yes, there we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, just easier to have both of them instead of having to swap. Let's test it, make sure it's working properly at the moment. Yep. Yeah. I guess that's an edge I don't need to worry about then.
Why? I'm not.
That saves me.
Testing, testing, testing. There we go. Good old Windows updates and drivers. Okay. Basically, I uninstalled him. I had to fix my computer. Right. Well, you haven't missed much. We were just sorting out some stuff. So, last week, you successfully got back to the surface of Mongo. And after some rest and recuperation, I said, let the bennies flow. Fair enough. Didn't see that. I was too busy seeing the can't hear the GM thing. Okay. So after a week, a week of rest and recuperation, you are summoned to a forest stronghold of the Freemen. There you meet Commander Thalia, a prominent leader of the Freemen based in Arboria. and she's basically has a mission for you.
Excellent.
It appears that Dr. Hans Zarkov has detected strange energy readings originating from the Lost Land. It's called that because apparently most people, it's a strange one, but apparently since Ming came to power, no one's allowed there. So most people, to most Mongo, Ming's been in power for quite a long time. Quite a lot of people who live on Mongo aren't even aware that there is a continent that is now called the Lost Land, and I've lost my map of Mongo, so I can show you where it is. Planet Mongo. There we go.
So Ming doesn't want us there. Sounds like the perfect reason to go there.
Absolutely.
Well, that's because Ming restricts transportation and controls, but
Oh, sure,
ship
sure,
usage and all that.
but the
yes.
fact that nobody gets to go there,
Yep.
nobody gets to go there means we need to go there.
At the moment, you're deep in the heart of Arboria, and you're going to have to, so you can determine that you will be traveling to somewhere in Lost Land. Yeah, so strange energy readings emanating from the Lost Land.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart.
They did the Freemen did have some scouts that were on the Lost Land. However, the very last message from them when they were asked to investigate about the energy readings said unusual, just reported unusual activity by the trolls, depending on how the AI wanted to create it. So I was playing around with. But the proles, if you want to make a common knowledge roll, you can see what if anyone knows about the proles, the Lost Land.
It's over there somewhere.
You don't know what they are. No, none of you obviously all been brought. Oh, Victor, obviously having much extensive access to databases in the past, has a better chance of knowing what we're looking for.
Oh my goodness, that's a good roll too.
It's so good. It took a long time. Oh, Lizarus might have been to the Lost Lands, or I know someone who did. Apparently, the proles are kangaroo humanoids. They're rather muscular.
Nice.
And basically, it would appear that from the scouts' reports, they're loyal to Ming. They
I'm surprised
reported
we didn't meet him when we were underground.
That's entirely wrong.
No,
Yes.
they're not from down under.
Yes, thank you.
They're supposed to be rebels fighting against the evil corporation that sucks water out of people.
Is that Tank Girl?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was. The last message Freeman Scout got out before all attempts to communicate with them since have said was basically said, oh, let's see if I can actually chat. It's much more interesting that way. The earth hungers, beware the prole.
Okay. I think I'll be happy I have wings for this one.
Indeed. Okay, so the Lost Land is treacherous to. The Lost Land is going to be treacherous to meet, and all sorts of stuff. But anyway, in fact, actually, I was reading from the wrong page. I improved it so I can actually give you a bit more. Yeah. So the lush and verdant Arboria serves as the headquarters you're hidden in at the moment, and Commander Farley is going to give you a much more proper briefing. Give you the highlights there because I've completely forgot. Must have did this page quite late last night. The Lost Lands energy signatures could be the key to Ming's new weapon. We cannot allow him to gain control of this power. You must investigate, locate the source, and eliminate any threat. Barley emphasizes the importance of secrecy. Ming's aerial patrols are dense near the Lost Land, and the Freemen stealth rocket ships, though advanced, cannot bypass the intense surveillance without drawing attention. The plan calls for a covert landing on the coast of the Lost Land under cover of night, minimizing the chances of detection. You'll be exposed once you land. Our scouts report patrol activity along the canyon borders. Ming's forces won't far behind. Far behind. Expect resistance.
We are the resistance.
Okay, resistance against your resistance. Did I? Oh, there's all the text I couldn't find the other day. Oh, well, okay. So, basically, to help you cross the distance across Arboria and the Great Mongo Desert over Valkyria and across Kira and then across the Mongo Ocean to reach the Lost Land, you will have to evade patrols and sensor sweeps. Therefore, you are being given access to one of the Freemen's scout rocket ships. Wonderful vehicles can carry these requires a crew of 2 to control, and then up to 6 passengers. There's a top speed of 320 miles an hour. There's heavy armor, a sensor array, and a stealth system. There you go. And it comes in a natty silver color as well. Engine.
Sounds wonderful.
So control wise, it's one person needs to pilot it and one person needs to control the other stuff. Basically man the consoles and readouts and all that sort of stuff. And of course, it does have a forward-facing light acetylene ray gun and 2, one on the left side and one on the right side, additional light acetylene ray guns for firepower. So there we go. Share it. Yep. So all good stuff. So is there any preparations or anything you wish to do before you? If you have some funds or you want to try and requisition some specific pieces of equipment, now's the time to. So you can heroically dive into the rocket ship and fly across the lands of.
I wouldn't mind a few more Olympic grenades if they have them.
I haven't had much any time to come up yet. They're made by
The Molemen.
Molman.
Oh, okay. So that would be a no.
Oh, but after all, the Molman are now allies because of you guys. So I think what we can say is, you have. Oh, aren't you lucky? You've got access to 4 of them. So they're on the party sheet if anyone wants to nab one. Anything else? Anyone's? Right, let's give. I'll tell you what I will do actually as well on the party sheet. You might need. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Well, actually, only 4 of you need that, so that'll give you 8 of those. Give you 16 of those. Okay.
Sorry, Kevin, I was trying to find the piece of gear here. It's something called an optoscope.
Ooh. Optoscope.
Octoscope? Does it allow you to see like a spider?
It's sort of like a low light vision.
Oh, okay. I just thought it gave you 8 eyes.
Ooh, that would be scary.
One optoscope seems reasonable. Vision penalties for notice rolls are halved. It was. Scout ship. Isra's. Unlock it. The only one's got piloting, isn't he? Charles. Oops. Charles. There we go. Bonnie. On the dragging. And share that version of the rocket ship because that's the one from the combat tracker. If we need, hopefully you won't need to get into combat, but just in case something goes horribly, horribly wrong and you fail to oh, console error. I didn't like adding to oh, it seems to be multiple 20s. Menu, eat from tracker, PCs. Menu, that's tracker, PCs. What happened there? Well, that went very weird. Okay, and the rocket ship is friendly. Charles. 4. And as up. Hold right, all good stuff. Okay, right. So, the traveling across the vastness of the main continent of Mongo there it was uneventful. As you cross the sea, you again there's a couple of you pick up the sensor array is rather good and picks up the Mongo patrol ships before you get closer. However, as you are now approaching the coast of the Lost Land, you witness Ming's golden rocket ships patrolling overhead, casting his presence. So,
Wait, Ming is here?
no, his rocket ships. Yeah. 1,
Oh,
2,
okay.
3, 4,
Not-
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So,
Are we gonna have a rocket ship battle? We are.
depends. I did make a map. I did make a map. If I did make a map in case you bugger up the dramatic task, but there's I actually made there's the map if we need it. Hopefully you won't.
So,
need that.
are we supposed to fly stealthy? I don't
Well,
know. Just fly stealthy.
Fly casual.
Yeah, fly, folks. We'll take it down to almost wave height. Napa verso equivalent. And as we get close to things that have good eyes, we'll turn on our stealth system and try to sneak in. Top of the waves, maybe even a nice fog bank or something. And
well, I'm
see
going
what we
to
can
be
do.
I'm going to be nice and just give you. Oh dear, you. That's unfortunate, isn't it?
Just got a complication.
Your
Two clubs.
you got the 2 of clubs. So what
We
I
spend
will
a penny to redraw.
Penny for a new card, please.
I will let anyone because you're all in the same ship. Any of you can spend a penny,
Alright,
and I'll
I'm
give you
doing
an
it.
extra card.
I'm doing
There
it.
you go. Thank you.
I'm doing it. I just did it. Why did it
Thank
not
you.
do?
Just drop it in chat because it's a vehicle. You might not be able to just drop a penny in chat, and I'll give you I'll do
Okay.
you a new card.
You'll drop a penny in chat. I don't. My mouse. I got to get a new one.
At that feeling. I'll just take one for you.
Thank you.
That's
I'm moving my map. I'm moving the combat tracker. Anything but the penny.
Okay, right. So that's the 10 of hearts. So you're all okay on the 10 of hearts. Right. So why is the rocket ship shaken? Okay, so this is a single round dramatic task. You need 6 successes in total. So basically, the plan, what you've got to attempt to do is land on the coast. You've noticed a nice sheltered area with a lot. You might find. Well, actually, I won't say you've noticed. That might be something someone wants to do. Ideally, what you want to do is land in a sheltered area, or if you're really lucky, find a large cave large enough to hide the rocket ship from overhead. But who knows about that? That's really up to you guys. But I'm just going to go down the list in the order as you're all working as a team to evade the patrol ships and stealthily land on the coastline of the Lost Land. And we're starting with Tawny, just because that's the order he's in the ship. Basically, all of you needs at least, or technically speaking, one of you needs to get a raise and everyone else just needs to get a success. Technically speaking, you just need 6 successes in total. So, Tawny, what are you doing, sir? On the way.
Let's see. What am I doing?
Obviously, you've got the ship there. You've got all sorts of things. Anything you can come up with, I don't mind. Support other. You're making support roles for other people, as in it's being a dramatic task. You'll just make the skill roll. You know what I mean. But you, in terms of supporting other people, so anything you like. Just a dramatic task.
So, I'm gonna use my stealth to determine, how it might work in the macro with hiding a ship. So, like, if we take this approach, we'll have the cover of the mountains, and if we're kind of over this part of the ocean, we're close to the rocks and everything, there's a bunch of sea spray which will interfere with their radar, and that's a major ass pull, but will you allow it?
Go for it. I don't see why not. It's pulp after all. A single success.
All right.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
Resolve you as 1 success. 5 more successes required. We get to Zafira.
Saphira is going to use her Mongomancy and utilize her elemental manipulation to make the air around the ship, make the ship much harder to see. The air is,
Gonna give it stank lines.
I was thinking more like fog or
Okay, so-
something,
Yeah, I like that.
create a
I
big
like that.
fog bank.
Okay, go for it. Single success. Yeah, I mean, bearing in mind, only one of you needs to get the raise.
Okay, I'll wait. I
You'll
guess.
wait. Okay. Obviously, this whole approach is over a extended period of time, as it were. So by the end of the extended period of time, you have expended 7 power points stealthing the ship, but using elemental manipulation on the clouds and playing around with the atmosphere. But it's a valid success. That's 2 of the 6 you need. It's Sister Charles.
Okay, Charles is going to be using his repair to tweak the engine output to more
Yep.
closely match the atmospheric
Yep.
conditions.
Perfectly good. Here comes your raise you
Ah.
needed.
Where you go?
Yeah.
that lucky.
There
Indeed.
you
Damn.
go.
Now all we got to do is find a nice place to hide the ship, guys.
That's great
Hint,
luck.
hint.
That's 5 successes, so you only need 1 more success, which means that Victor and Lizras, within reason, because depending on what you do, because
Just don't critically fail.
yeah,
I shouldn't
you'll
have said
be
that out loud.
You shouldn't have.
What- Okay, but that gives you 5 of your required 6 successes with 2 players left to go. Victor, you're up, sir.
I'm going to fine tune sensor readings and such to help us hide.
Yep, no, I understand that. The better the sensors. Now, you can play the. I was going to say you can gamble here and hope that Lizard gets the final success you need, or you could keep spending beddies. It's up to you. This is the fine line where you've got to choose. It just means obviously
I have faith in lizards.
you have faith in Lizards. Okay. Lizards, it all comes down to you. You need 1 success on your piloting. Whoa, there's a 4. And that's it. There's your 5. Brilliant. Congratulations. So you put the ship down, and therefore I don't need that really pretty map I spent minutes making.
Very pretty map.
I'm sure we'll get a chance to use it again, but it will work for any dogfight because over the sea and with bits of land underneath it, so it'll be fine.
That you spent minutes putting together. Is that what you said?
Yes, absolute minutes it took to create that map. It probably took me longer to put the blue squares on it than it did to actually make the map. But it's okay.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
find a nice sort of cozy place to settle the ship in. A little sea cave where maybe someone's with an overhang cliff and a bunch of trees or something we can drape over for camouflage.
That sounds. I do indeed. Yep. The coastal area of the Lost Land is bleak and unwelcoming, with jagged cliffs, foggy shores, and strange alien creatures lurking in shadows. Okay. Okay. Yep. Well, Lizarus has already made an excellent start at concealing the ship, which means no one else needs to worry about it. And you can prepare the journey inland. Can I have notice checks from everyone? Due to the foggy and misty nature, that will be at -1, unless you have an optoscope. That'll make you have a use for it. Oh, crit fail from Victor. Obviously, the sea mist is getting into Victor's sensors and causing short circuits. Safari gets a 9, Lizards gets a 5, 20 gets a 5. Okie dokie. Well, Zafira, you notice some just as everyone's preparing to head inland. Charles gets a 2. Just as you're preparing to head inland, you notice a strange glow in the distance. It looked like a sort of purple flash, is what you noticed, and now it seems like there's a strange purple glow in the mist, just a bit further down along the coastline.
A purple glow.
The actual mist seems to have a slight purple glow, as if there's something on the ground that's sort of illuminating the mist around above it, around it. It's only a small area.
Well, let's note its compass direction so we know which way to go once we're in the middle of the jungle and head towards it, I guess.
Well, no, I say it's literally just down the coast from where you landed the ship, not deeper inland.
Well, I will mention it to people and decide: do we want to go and check it out, or do we want to figure out what it is, or do we want to avoid it?
Please tell me someone's got curious.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Yes. Okay. Good answer.
I can't believe no one's got curious. Drat. I forgot to check that. Because that's the type of thing someone with curious would not be able to resist.
Yeah, it might behoove us to check it out. I mean,
Well, that's what we're
ship
here
is
for. We're
located,
recon, aren't we?
and
You
this
are.
is the way that this is the way we get out too. So if we leave the
Yeah.
ship,
So yeah, it would be good to find out what it is, so it doesn't find our ship.
right? It's just Prince. I only want
Okay.
to see you in the purple glow.
As you get a bit closer, you notice it appears to be it appears to be there seems to be a mangled body half buried in the sand, clutching a strange
What they do to
artifact
Prince?
that seems to be radiating this purple light. Looks like
Strange
a
artifact.
crystal with an eerie purple light emanating.
It's a crystal.
Can you use your Mongomancy on that one and see if you make any sense with Zephyra?
I can try.
Well, I don't think an electronics rule is going to be helpful.
I don't think so either. Maybe my crystal sensitivity might help.
There we go.
Although that just lets me charge stuff, but
No,
I
no,
can
no, no,
also
no.
sense
From
them, I guess,
from a no,
and
I
how
mean
strong they are.
yeah, exactly. So you can wander over and pick it up if you want.
Don't touch it. It's evil.
Okay, well, basically,
There's only one way to find out, and that's go over and see if it with the between the Mongomancy and the crystal sensitivity, if I can find out what it is.
okey-doke.
Prep for
Go
an
look into
ambush in case, and get my bow and arrow out and cover Zephyra.
Yeah, I'll look for the net that's underneath it.
Oh my word! That's such a shame you can't put that in Twitch. So Tavis has actually reworded the text in Discord. So Ming sing on the throne. See, I have them now. They will never escape the devilish situation I've trapped them in. Now take this man to the cells, but leave the female here. Her earthly beauty intrigues me. That's it. Time to hand out more beddies. We're going to need them, says Flash. Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Need a quick way to get that into Fantasy Grounds, so that looks really, really... Oh, no, I can't.
That from the movie?
I think he's taken the lines from the movie, but he found a perfect picture from the classic comic strip and put them together. Unfortunately, I can't actually get a screen grab of it because Discord hides itself when I'm streaming. Not hides, but I've just discovered I can't take screen grabs of it. But that's okay. Oh, it looks very good. I'm very impressed. Okie dokie. Yes, picking up the crystal. There's a slight tingle. It seems to be quite immensely powerful, but of an energy you don't recognise. And
Hello, what's your name then?
there appear to be runes etched into the crystal. They appear to be an ancient version of Mongolese, but at the moment you can't read it. It's not the current language. It seems to be like an old version, similar but different. Probably with time and study, you can possibly examine it and
Where's the archaeologist when you need them?
Indeed. Does anyone have academics?
Academics? No.
I didn't think
Nor
so.
occult.
Common knowledge.
I would have general knowledge.
Common knowledge at -2 or Mongomancy will allow at -2 will allow you to interpret things because with your crystal sensitivity. But that's one of those things you'll have to sort of do from time to time, in downtime. Usually after about 4 hours of probably in 4 hour slots, you can sort of up to 4 hour slots to make a check on it. want to try and analyze it. I mean, you can do it now, but everyone will have to wait around while you start studying it.
We're here to do a job. I don't think
Perfect opportunity.
Well,
playing with
an
things.
example of strange radiation coming from this place. Well, you're now holding one.
Well, between
Yeah,
that and
I
the
think the mission's
elemental
done. We're ready to go, aren't
between
we?
the Mongomancy, the elemental manipulation, and the crystal sensitivity, I should hopefully be able to figure out what's going on. Though the glyphs and stuff, I'm not too up on.
But okay, based on the readings, you know that basically the readings are you're basic. Oh, let's start that whole sentence again. So you're basically going to be sort of trying to get to. If I reshare this map so you can see where you are. So you've landed on the coast here. The sensor readings indicate that you need to head this way.
Northeastish.
Actually,
East northeast.
Yeah. Sorry, that one. Ignore me. I clicked the wrong place. Yeah. So you're sort of heading that way. You're not going anywhere near Palace City, which I'm going to have to go and look up what's in Palace City because I didn't. Well, I forgot Palace City existed when I wrote this adventure. But that's okay. So yeah. So you're basically staying down here. So up the best approach you've got really is taking the Red River Canyon eastwards, which will get you a fair part of the way, although it's probably quite dangerous. Then you'll have to cross some plains, and then you'll head into the jungles of the Lost Land. Get to to get to your destination. So we'll begin at the Red River Canyon. It's a treacherous gorge carved by ancient seismic activity. The crimson-hued rock walls shimmer under Mongo's alien sun, while acidic mists rise from the river below, making breathing difficult, and obviously the water is drinkable. Twisted metallic trees cling precariously. So you basically the journey is slow and unpleasant, and you must cross unstable rock bridges, scale jagged cliffs while contending with sudden tremors. And what we'll need from everyone is the first day's journey and athletics check. Failure will result in minor bumps and bruises. Rest off with.
Yeah. Somehow Charles keeps cutting himself on these metal trees.
Indeed. As I say, it's only if anything. It's only if it's really about nobbling you for any rolls for the rest of the day. That's all this is going to. This test is.
Oh yeah,
This rest is okay.
When it happened, yes.
Yeah, if it happens. No problem. It's like everyone's okay, apart from Charles. Right. Well, you basically you camp down. You camp down for the first night. Obviously, you need to work out if you want to set guards and everything, and you'll need to cross off, of course, the days of your water that you were given earlier. Unless, of course, you're Victor, because it doesn't need.
I've been trying to drag the water and the rations into my inventory,
Make sure
and
your
it won't
character
go.
sheet is unlocked.
Did you unlock your character
It
sheet?
is. The character sheet is unlocked. I do that first thing. I managed to drag one of the limpet grenades, and there's still 2 remaining, so I can't seem to drag anything off the party sheet.
Give you your 4 days water because you were meant to get about 4 days of water. Your 2 weeks rations.
Into your inventory tab.
Should be. Depends on can you drag it to the wrong tab? That's the question. Happens to be dragon.
No, I did. I
Oh, no,
I
no, it
did.
auto switches. It auto switches these days. I didn't realise it did that. It does auto switch because it used not to. But anyway, you've got your 4 days of water and your 2 1 week of rations. What I do need to do is I need to add another. I need to increase the days of water up to 14. I need to increase the 2 weeks of ration. Basically, everyone, unless you're Victor, at the end of this, what you should have is 4 days of water and 2 weeks of food rations. Not sure how long you
Yes.
get it down here.
I
But at
have
the end,
that.
yeah, but at the end of the first day, what you need to do is basically. I'll try it with Safari to make it short. Yeah, all you do at the end of the first day is drag one of your water rations and just drop it in the chat to expend it.
Okay.
But you don't need to because I've already done it for you, Savara.
Okay, thank you.
And that party sheet gear doesn't want to be there because, of course, you really don't have it. You really needed your character sheets or you left it behind, and then I can start hitting you with thirst and hunger rules. Okay. In the meantime, you get to set up camps and stuff. So, who did take all their water and food?
I haven't got to that part.
Charles
I was
didn't
also
take all his.
Yeah. The idea is I gave you enough for 4 days water and 2 weeks rations each, so you can take up to. So you've got up to 4 days water and 2 weeks of rations, and then spend one instantly because you've now got 3 days of water left. Of course, if you're Brits, you're going to drink 2 days water in 1 day because you're large.
Is that a rule? Is it we just make that one up?
I'm just channeling my memories of Dark Sun.
Oh, we're playing Dark Sun, are we?
well, that was a fun game.
It was all about water. No, actually, I do think you'll find there are rules about water consumption, and the larger you are, the more water you need to drink.
Can I use my survival to help supplement that?
Yes, except in the Red Canyon, the water's acidic, so you can't find water with it.
That makes sense.
I will help by
So
carrying
I
some of
could
the
use elemental manipulation and make
Nice.
water.
Yes, you could, and it might come to that. In fact, you can certainly do so. Again, though, due to the harsh environment, I'm going to impose a -2 penalty on your roll to make drinkable water while in the Red River Canyon area.
The air's that dry.
Yes, the air's that dry and it's slightly acidic, so it's harder to leach out.
Okay.
Once you later on, once you get to the plains land, survival rolls and everything will be easier. And making elemental manipulation in the jungle area, I'll give you a +1 because it's the jungle and it's very fertile. So,
Okay.
it goes
Great, easy
both
place
ways.
to find water.
Exactly. So other than deciding who's doing what watch, as Zafara, you get to make your choice of a common knowledge or a mongomancy roll at -2 to spend 4 hours if you want to. That is analysing the room. -2, I'm afraid. At -2, I'm afraid.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I'll Benny that. I'll try one Benny and see what happens. There we go.
Impressive. Most
So that's a
impressive.
10. So that's
2 successes. That's very impressive. Okay. But from what you could tell, from what you're understanding at the moment, it seems to be you're fairly convinced you're reading it wrong because the most direct literal translation you can get is egg, which can't be right because it's a crystal and you can see through it. So, but it seems to imply birth or creation or something. So in that way, the crystal's like an egg. That's really all you're getting out of it today, but it should be. Basically, I won't worry too much tonight about what happens because it turns out
I was going to
Be
suggest
uneventful.
that
He's planned accordingly because your plans. I'll assume you'll use these plans on other nights, so plan accordingly.
I was just going to take it, the first 3 watches, and do it along the same way you get the combat tractor. First 2 is first watch, the second 2 or second watch, the third 2 or third watch. Just for simplicity's sake.
Seems
Comments?
reasonable.
Simple.
Yep,
We don't need no
easy,
stinking
yes.
simple.
Fine with that?
Right. The following day, you head on out. Okay, around midday. This part of the canyon's a little less treacherous than the other one. Oh, I need to reset Charles's penalty because he does get a good night's sleep. This section of the canyon is a little less treacherous than the earlier section with regards to roughing it over terrain. However, there seems to be a case that it's much more frequently that the Ming's rocket ships patrol this area. So I need everyone to use stealth or athletics to avoid detection. Or you can try something clever if you got electron. I don't know if electron is a thing. Flash Gordon, I can't remember. Someone's done a ridiculously good roll. 41!
Nice roll, Vic.
I think I'm going to have to say with your 41, you're able to grab hold of Charles, who's tripping over himself and lying prone in the middle of the most exposed place in the area, and pick him up and run both undercover before the patrol ship heads over. It proves to be an event. I mean, I've got to reward you somehow with a roll that good. Okay. Now, as I say, the water is only slightly acidic, but obviously, it's probably prudent to not walk through the middle of it as much as possible. But it doesn't do. It won't actually harm you. It won't harm you short term going into the water. It's just basically a bit of a. It just sort of dissolve your clothing after a while. But anyway, mid-afternoon, as you're heading down, heading down the canyon, it's been eerily quiet. Hello, Rigger. How are you? It's been eerily quiet and a bit disconcerting, and I need some notice checks from. Don't worry if you fail as such. Well, I'll warn you, it's an opposed roll, but. Okay. Let's see what I get. I get a 7. So, notice. Victorious. Fritz beats that with a raise, and therefore he notices there seems to be movement. There seems to be rather, and they are large. They're size 4 is there appears to be some 15-foot long creatures literally walking down the vertical sides of the cliff face. They're trying to do it stealthily, but however, Fritz notices one. You want to say or do anything, Mr. Fritz, sir?
I'll point them out to everyone else.
Okie dokie. Yeah, the map.
Look at them things over there.
They seem to be, well, actually, if anyone wants to make a common knowledge roll, you might be able to discern. You might know what they are. Legends of the Lost Lands do exist. Again, I wouldn't worry too. Oh, Zephyra's obviously remembers this one. They're scorpions. They seem to be a strange breed of scorpion lizard.
Yeah.
They have all the.
Don't let it hit you with a tail.
They've got very large pincers. They've got scorpion-like tails, but they also have the mobility and speed of lizards and the ability to walk, wall walk and stuff. Seem to be very hungry. So at the moment they are top of the cliffs, and you're at the bottom, climbing down. And Tawny, you're up first. Tawny goes on hold. Victor, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to assume these things are aggressive since they're scorpions. Number 3, is that on top or on the wall coming down?
They're all climbing down the walls vertically, as it were.
The +2 is 2 inches above us, right?
Yes.
You. Give it a test shot first to see. Test shot.
There you go. Scorpion lizards. Scorpions, I should say. Okay, that's a. So you open fire with your ray gun. Single shot, doing 2 wounds. And I've got quite a few pennies that spend one. Unfortunately, although you thought you got a very good hit upon the lizard, it appears its chitinous skin seems to have absorbed the damage. Maybe you just need to be lucky and hit between the plates on the creature. Wait, that's the narrative for why I'm saying it managed to soak. Okay. 1, 2 gets me to there. 5, 6 gets me to there. This one literally scurries down the wall and it uses its pincers to attack Viserys.
Dodge.
Which you do. You evade both the pincer attacks. This one comes scurrying down the wall and gets to there. It's still halfway up the wall, but obviously, it's sort of not all the way down. When I say halfway, it's not halfway up the wall. It's still vertical on the side of the wall when it basically uses its stinger and misses terribly with its stinger, trying to impale Fritz. On a crit fail, it would have fallen off the wall, but it didn't. So you're okay on that score. And when he back yet? No, he still looks like he's still AFK. Means I need to have to use the fact that someone else is always the case if I got to randomly pick someone. Do 2 pincer attacks on Charles, who dodges both of them deftly. That brings us to Lizaris.
Well, from one lizard to another, I know all the soft points. Drive claws into them.
Go for it.
Will that make a hit?
It will indeed.
And the offhand one,
Target it.
that's 2.
That's 6. Hits as well. Go for it.
Holy moly, these guys are nasty.
Well, that's not going to do a lot.
They're high.
Charles.
Well, Charles is going to poke this thing with his sharp, pointy stick. The fact that I'm allowed to walk around with a sharp, pointy stick is in and of itself amazing.
Oh!
But apparently I know how to poke with it, too.
You do appear to poke with it.
Either that or in doing so, you belly flopped and
It's
then
the
drove
evil.
into a critical place.
Oh, look at that! You really do know where to poke.
What she said.
It takes the wound.
Oh,
I'm not going there. I'm not acknowledging that one.
good.
Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to press that. I didn't mean to press F12 there. Sorry. Zafira, you're up.
I'm going to try a fear roll
Ooh, okay.
and cast fear on Scorpizard number 2. Dun, dun, dun. It's a
Okie dokie.
6.
It's a 6. Spirit check. Oh, Scorpizard number 2. If you'd got the raise, he'd have been in trouble, but unfortunately, he's going to hang around, I'm afraid.
Oh, well.
Would have panicked him if he'd failed the roll, though.
Okay. Does that cost the full 2 power points, or is it one? No, because I was successful. He just
Yes,
shook
it's
it
a
up,
successful
right?
casting, but he wasn't bothered.
So it's 2 points.
It's the full 2
All
points.
right. Okay.
Again, I'm not sure how well this goes across the pond. It's almost like it looks at you and goes, "I'm not bothered." Maybe a Catherine Tate's, but otherwise, don't worry about it. Just remember, it just popped into my head. Fritz, you're up, sir. Well, it looks like Hawkmen attacking War Rocket Ajax on your card. Well, that's a hit with a raise. With your trident.
Nice damage.
That's a wound. And another failed soak. So that's a not. Yep. Okay. That's basically you skewer the Scorpizard, and it yelps. It sort of hisses and yelps in pain, as it were. But unfortunately, they seem to be rather big, so they're made of sterner stuff. And although they're extras, they can take more damage than normal. Oh, Tawny's back. Tawny gets to act before the end of the turn. Tawny comes off hold.
Yep, sorry about that.
It's okay.
He's just right there, isn't he?
They've been quite accommodating that way.
Get up in your grill.
But you got to beat a 14 for damage.
What's the explosive? What's the radius on the Mongo 5 explosive?
With large burst template.
Yeah, that'll fuck us up too bad. I'll just give him the claws. Let's see how that goes. Not so well. Let me try again. This time I do it with a lawn. Yeah, that's gonna get through.
Hey, that's a
I
hit.
hope.
Now if you've got Elan and you like getting that +2 on that, It's No Mercy, isn't it? Is the other one that gives you when you re-roll damage gets you a bonus.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just like being
Bonuses and
effective. I don't necessarily have to.
No. I'm just saying it's the No Mercy is the damage version of Lan. That was
It's
a terrible roll.
terrible damage.
I think Rigger needs to say the magic phrase. Help you all out.
There we go.
That's a wound. I'm down to 4 bennies, and well, I'm going to be. I've done it for everyone else, so I'm going to do it once for you. And unfortunately,
He soaked it.
He soaked it. Oh, he's done another one. You do have to look in screaming chat today. Tavis is having a lot of fun. So, Flash Gordon is chained to the wall this time. He's being questioned by a yellow Mongo woman who says, "For the last time, Gordon, tell me, what is it that must flow?" And Flash answers, "Eddies." So there we go. Right, now the new round's beginning.
Thank you.
I shall give a new card
Thanks,
to
Tavis.
Connie. And that gets us on the Ace of Diamonds. Scorpizard is going to use its attempt to sting Isris.
Are you gonna sting me? Are you?
Oh, that if it weren't for the
stinger.
if it weren't for the fact it's so large, it would have done it really well. Let them freaking Betty Slayers. The players are having a bad time with the show. Thank you. I think they need it. Okay, Scorpizard remains shaken. That seems unfair, but I haven't got any bennies. I'm not spending any more bennies on these. I've got the rest of the session yet. Okay, I am going to do a pincer attack on Charles and a pincer attack on Thorny. Both miss. Brings us to Fritz.
Hang on a second, I've just found this. I've seen I've got a land and I haven't got a land, so let's get rid of that. Right.
But he's done another one.
Don't know where it added. It just added it. Don't know how I got a land on there. But it's not coming for another 2 advances. So
Put that
See,
over.
your
see me
Elan.
not cheat. See me not cheating. See.
You're frustrating. Those are so cool. I'm going to have to bloody. So the latest
You
one.
know,
No,
you
the
don't
mirror
get
helped me.
congratulations for not cheating.
Yeah. Damn. Didn't you? No, I'm going to benny that.
What?
Okay, one more waste.
Why the hell have you got? You haven't got improved sweep.
Oh, I thought he did.
I thought
I
you
have
took
got
that
improved
last
sweep. It's
wave.
what I took the other day. Yeah, I have got improved sweep.
No, you haven't because you've only
What I
got
got
three.
as my last advance.
Yes,
Improved
Pardon me,
sweep.
Janet.
yeah, but look
Which
at
is
your character
why I-
sheet.
what-
No. Look on the traits tab and see how many advances you've got. And then look on your advances tab and see how many advances you've taken. They don't tally up. No one's seasoned yet.
Where did that come from then? Right, hang on.
You have it when you create the character? Because I thought we had that rule that you could. that
No,
rank
he's got
wasn't a limit.
he's got 4 advances when they're only meant to have 3. The point I'm trying to make there. Very strange.
Ah.
But it's okay.
In which case, Elan is 3 away.
Mm, mm, mm.
So I'll give you a Betty anyway for nearly
Right,
getting
so
away with it.
He's not dead. I mean, I could spend that Benny on one more damage roll. Mother.
Oh, that was nearly a 10. That was nearly a 10.
Not quite.
Mm. Don't forget, you could always try called shots on vulnerables. Charles, you're up.
What are his vulnerables?
Wow, it will just.
Do we
It will, well, you can go for. Obviously, he's got eyes, so if you wanted to go for the eyes at -4 to get +4 damage, or if you're trying to go between the armor plates, I'll allow you to do a -2 to hit for a +2 damage and ignore armor. I got to GM for royalty yesterday. Our Crit Queen played in my Hollow one shot. Brilliant. Excellent stuff.
Okay, Charles pokes him again, but not as effectively this time.
Not as effectively. No, these are tough little so-and-sos, aren't they? Okay, that brings us to Zafira. Obviously, they're moving in the style of Harry Halfson. You know, their stop motion in their movements quite unnerving.
Well, let's try the fear one more time. Not even a successful cast. Benny that. Come on. Ugh, even worse.
Just a single PowerPoint for a failure to cast.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll have to do. Oh, no, I got 5. One more time. Come on. We want to make these things go away.
Okay, well, that's a successful casting. It works. It's panicked. You have successfully panicked it. It will flee
Run
on
away.
its next turn. It will flee on its
Run
next
away.
turn. Okay, Liz
Took it
Riz.
off.
Combat track is so slow. Oh, you're not running test versions.
Sure. Well, only,
Okay, I'm going to,
no, because everyone else has to.
Yeah, so make them. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to do that clawed,
quick.
called shot to drive my claws in between the cracks in the scales.
okay. If that's the case, hold up. What I need to do is take 2 off the attack. Still a hit with a raise. Let's go for it. Okay, let me modify before you worry about it. So +2 damage. Okay, you got 10 points of damage and you needed 12 to affect it. Do you want to spend a Benny?
Yes, please. Spent.
Right, roll that damage again. Oh, that might be enough. Because it's you get 2 points extra damage and it takes off 2 points of armor. You shake it. Makes it easier for someone else to hurt it. Nicely done. And that brings us to 20. Or even easier for you to shake it next turn if it doesn't unshake.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll just. He's shaken.
Isn't the scorpion supposed to run off?
It will on its turn. Oh, it's immediate, isn't it? I apologise. To award bennies for everyone reminding me. Okay, so this one's got to run away, which means anyone who's engaged it in melee, it's a free attack.
Lovely.
Oh, he's just in my range. Cool.
Oh, that's sad damage.
Oh, bollocks. I can Benny it though. Yeah.
It doesn't even get to run away. It doesn't even live to run away. You just
Tried to
impale
run
it as
away
it
and we
goes.
thought we'd have him for lunch.
Indeed.
All right, so I'm going in between the armor plates.
Like chicken.
There,
Right here.
4. Hang on, hold up.
So-
Hold up.
So
So
he's
it's-
minus what? -2, you said?
Yeah, Victor and Fritz kill it. So yeah, it's -2 for if you're trying to go between the armored plates, or -4 if you -4 or if you want to go for the eye. So basically, it's going for between the armored plates gives you a +2 bonus to damage, and you get to ignore the armor. If you go for the eyes, it will give you +4 bonus to damage and still ignores the armor as well. That's how I'm balancing this one out.
So I'm just going to go in between the armor plates.
Okay.
I'm avoiding the cliche of the cat scratching eyes.
Okie dokie. That's a hit with a
I'm aware
raise.
of-
It's a hit with a raise.
Look
So
for
go
the eyes, boo.
Ah, good old days.
Yeah.
I do
Oh,
love
God.
it. I forgot the character. I forgot the character's name, but I know Boo was his miniature giant
Minsk.
space hamster. Minsk and his
Minsk and Boo.
Minsk and his
Boo is
miniature
Minsk.
giant space hamster.
Gone
That's
a long
right.
way from Milan to Minsk.
The
Was that
eyes,
Rochelle?
Boo.
Rochelle? Seinfeld?
Oh,
Okay, so
So
that's
it ignores armor. I didn't know how to do that.
that's okay. That's easy enough. I just do it like that. I basically it's easy.
He
I'll
does
give you
some
a,
behind the scene math. These
I'll just do some behind the scenes stuff. So I give you an extra 2 points of damage, and take off 2 points of toughness, which means you've instantly done 2 wounds upon it.
another one bites the dust.
Indeed. And Victor
Then
is
another
up.
one comes, and another one comes.
Wait, can I move?
Good job.
yes, you can run through that acid water if you want to. Oh,
So what, you wade through
Yeah.
the acidic water to get there. And Victor,
Oh,
that
that-
one, slightly
okay.
acidic. Don't remember. I did say it wouldn't hurt you. It just sort of helps everything dissolve quicker on
I
extended
needed
exposure.
What's it called when you scrape the dead skin off?
Exfoliation.
Exfoliant.
Exfoliate.
Yes, I need to do that. Even though I have fur, exfoliate.
Victor takes aim on the shaken Scorpizard and hits.
Actually, when I go through it, I'll say, "By the matted maid of Mufasa, this water stings."
We'll spend 1 betting on a reroll.
That's a wound because of you. All you've actually done is shaken it, but because it's already been shaken by this risk, that's a wound. Okay, the new round begins with 1 Scorpizard left, and it looks like Zephyra is going first.
Well, that worked so well the last time. Oh, what's the range? Oh, he's only 4-way, so yeah. All right, we can do that. I will cast another fear.
That's a successful casting of fear. Oh, look, it actually applied this time. Nice. Oh. I'm afraid the defender succeeds, and it's a successful casting, but I'm afraid it does not panic it. Even with its
Okay.
wound. It fell by just the one, I'm afraid. Don't know. However, it's going to stay shaken. Which means Tawny's up.
Right. Let's do the same. That seemed to work very well. Actually, first I'm going to get out of the stingy water. Nobody
Yeah,
likes
it-
stingy water in that way.
Yeah,
You
it will-
dangly bits.
It will. Yeah, that's about it. It will be a bit unpleasant, uncomfortable, but it won't actually damage you unless you spend hours in it. Which up ahead, you don't have much choice about walking through it. That's fine. It's all going to be part of your vigor checks and athletics at the end of the day.
Victor should come out nice and clean.
Indeed. Okay, so -2.
Chekhov's acid water. It's a miss. It's a straight up miss. No, we don't accept that. That's a hit. no wild die though, right?
No wild die.
radius.
That's correct.
And how much armor did they have? Or I'll let you figure it out.
Oh yeah, you just roll the damage. I'll do it manually. It's easy enough.
I already added the +2. Come on, you stinker. Did you get
Okay.
the +2 on that one.
Okay,
I
so
did not. So it's 14.
14 against toughness, 12 once armor's removed. It goes down. Stuff. Scorpion's arms
Nice.
expunged. Right. So, as I say, you just have to finish. You'll spend the rest of the second day heading down through the Red Canyon River. Should be the lot. By tomorrow, you estimate you should be out of the river and on further. So it's just vigor checks for today, as unfortunately you do have to make vigor checks to see how knackered you are at the end of the day.
Let's go.
Again, a good night's sleep will negate any penalties, but it's just whether anything happens during the night. So it's up to you if you want to spend a penny or just risk the turn of a card. Get a picture card, you get interrupted in the night. Otherwise, you don't need to spend a penny to re-roll if you want to take the risk. By the morning, you'll have got it back.
All right. Straight up
So-
vigor, right?
Straight up vigor. Just because it's a long, tiring day of crawling through this place. And don't forget, at the end of the day, everyone except for it says to expend 1 day's worth of water. For it says to expend 2 today. Okie doke. Looks like no one suffers on the unpleasantness that evening, and I just get to do that. And it's a 7 of diamonds, so it's another uneventful evening. So all that's left is if anyone wants to assist Severa and support Severa, they can if they've got common knowledge of -2 if they want to spend 4 hours helping Severa study the runes, or if they've got academics, there's no penalty at all. Hey, Charles is going to give Zafira a +1 bonus. So Zafira, if you want to make a Mongomancy at -1, as the two of you work together, which gives you another success. Okay, so basically tonight you managed to work out it takes you a while to work it out, and eventually you realise it's a proper noun, and it appears to be the name Mongo. So, as far as you can make out, this crystal enables the birth of Mongo in some sort of ritual in a temple. Congratulations. You have analysed all the readings on the. As I say, that night passes uneventfully. And then you'll be happy to know the following day you are able to break free of the Red Canyon, and now you will be able to head onto the plains of the plains area and simpler time, and therefore can actually do survival rolls or manipulation rolls if you want to hold some water. The canyon's very the canyon's basically comes to an end, and you have to climb up a rise, which basically you basically find yourself. The canyon will seem to disappear array, I should say, leaving you on a flattened area of the red rock. Then ahead you can hear the sounds of a waterfall, and looking you can see a way down into another basically down from the plateau that the water seems to have cut through into a lesser canyon that eventually expands out onto the plains, reaching the end. So as you make your way down the slope, you realise you're not alone. Let's turn off snap to grid. Go out a bit. Coming down the slope. And I am going to. Oh, it's always. I always. I've just got to remember that, isn't it? If I have to pick someone randomly, it's Charles.
Is it
But
always
of course,
Yes.
Yeah.
bullet magnet.
If there's ever a situation where I randomly pick something bad happens, it's Charles because he's got the bullet magnet edge.
Well, I would contend that that makes it no longer random.
A
Well,
spear.
that's the point. Is it's not random. It's always me.
A spear embeds itself right in front of you where you were walking, Charles.
I pee on it. No, that's my leg.
No. Oh, I thought you were thinking it was an asparagus spear. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Oh, look, we found some parolees.
Pictures.
Didn't it say to beware the parolees? Ooh,
Are they kangaroos or rabbits?
they look like kangaroo rabbits.
Kangaroo,
They've
the
got,
ruse.
they've got too long a tail to be rabbits. And roos
Yeah,
actually
that's
have
fair enough.
decent ears.
But they don't have ears like that, though.
Well, not that long, but I mean, this is Mongo. They're going to be a little bit longer.
Everything's longer in Mongo.
Okay. What happens? Why did? Oh, new round. That's why. Well, that seems. Oh, I've only got 2 bennies. I'm not spending a benny. Fritz, you're up first.
Okay. Have these people got guns?
Well, they've thrown a spear at the
Or
moment.
ranged weapons?
You
They're
don't
throwing
know.
spears, are they?
You don't know. A spear has been thrown. And according to you weren't here for the briefing earlier, the proles are the kangaroo humanoids that appear to serve Ming the Merciless. That's the information you got from your scouts before the scouts stopped sending any information. Okay. Fritz runs back up the slope and Fritz runs back up the slope you've just walked down and engages the prole that yes, they were doing what they were doing was so I forgot to explain it. I've just remembered. I've remembered this and I didn't write it when I did the adventure. I remembered afterwards. You know that thing in Willow where they just basically got wonderful pieces of material, or Lord of the Rings, where they got those wonderful pieces of material that perfectly camouflage them and let them hide under it. They flip them off. You suddenly realise as you get up, Fritz, that's what they were hiding under. Perfectly camouflaged materials enable you to walk right by them without even realising they were there.
So flip them off has a different meaning over here.
Whip them off, not flip.
Oh.
I did say flip.
Yeah, whip it out. Yeah, that's what I did when that spear hit. That's why I peed on it.
For God's sake. You lot are incorrigible. Very funny. You've got it, but you did all make me laugh there, so I think I'll balance it out. I'm going to give myself one because I'm so nice. Just kill one of my. You killed one of my proles.
I did.
Okay. That's your full
Well, I
movement.
guess that means there's no way we're gonna make nice with these guys.
Well, they are
Right.
actively attacking you.
They're shooting us, and they work for Ming the Merciless. So.
Yes. I understand that.
Vicious roar. Okay.
Idris.
Lycerus is going to go up the cliff to his left and take on number 6.
Get him, Lazarus.
Oh yes, because you can wall walk. So you don't even need to make athletics. You just walk up it. He seems a little taken back by that.
What were the toys in the 90s? The wall walkers?
Oh yeah, I remember them. Yeah, I've forgotten what they're called. Okay.
Sticky octopuses that you
broke
threw
up.
up against the wall.
Just broke a nail.
Okay.
Well, I got 1 damage into him anyway.
You didn't, I'm afraid. Their parry is 7 and you only rolled a 6. So
I can Benny that though.
you can Benny the successful attack. You can't Benny the failed attack.
Yes, unfortunately. I'd just like to be able to do better damage. Can I Benny the damage?
No, because you haven't hit them. You need a 7 to hit them. You rolled a 6.
I'll just stop there and say we're done.
Okie dokie. Basically, that as you try and claw the guy, your claw gets snagged on his improvised armor, leaving you basically slightly tangled up and vulnerable. Okie dokie. Victor, you're up, sir.
Okay.
Tell me Victor has jets.
No, I think he's using his new improved gun arm.
Well, that'll hurt.
Hit and a hit with a raise.
Okay.
Which ones did you shoot?
The 2 furthest ones away, they'd be.
Oh, okay.
If you hover over Victor, you can see the targets.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Thank you.
I'm going to re-roll those damages.
Okay. Shaken on the first one. And shaken on the second one.
Did not get its raised damage. But I will accept 2 shakens.
Okay, so that one's shaken. That one took 11 points of damage, which also shakes it. There we go. Nicely shaken. Okay, this guy is literally going to. Well, he literally comes bounding across. Keeping bound can leap up to 20 feet horizontally or 10 feet vertically as a free action.
Yeah.
Okay,
If they want to get us, they're going to have to hop to it. Oh dear. Okay. It's a wild, easy way to do a pounce. Actually, no, pounce is an actual effect now, isn't it? But it's actually in there. Pounce attack. Nice.
He's going to pounce attack to there.
Is that like an action you can take it during combat?
Certain people,
It's a specialized attack.
That they have? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because if it was something anybody could do, I might like to pounce every now and then. Somebody got a laser pointer.
Ow.
Oh, sorry, that's actually +2. Oh no, that's they get a pounce attack. I gave him pounce attack instead of the +2 damage. So that's 2 wounds on Fritz, who's not here. So that's typical, isn't it? So that's opened up his character sheet. 2 wounds on Fritz, so I'll soak that for him. I'll let him choose where he wants to soak the second one. What I will do is he has to make an opposed athletics check. The attack fails. Right. Basically, the kangaroo literally bounds over and then just literally just kicks him, and he basically kicks him off the cliff. I suppose. I'm going to.
How rude.
I'm actually going to make. I'm going to take the wound there and then spend a belly on his attempt to avoid being kicked off the cliff, which fails. So then he falls, taking. He falls, taking. He's going to be very annoyed when he gets back. The wound.
What if we should take the time to explain to them that if Mongo's calling them proles, he doesn't care for them very much.
Okay, well, that was basically that went very badly for Fritz. He basically ends up 2 wounds down, and he had the crap
Fritz.
out of it. He's not here, so he's going to come back from getting his drink, and he's going to be very upset with me. But you did see I made every attempt to actually save him there, spending 3 of his bennies.
Did you spend his bennies?
I spent 3 of his bennies.
Oh boy. You did. We need somebody in the chat to give us bennies back now.
A spear is thrown that huge distance, but it has no real effect. Okay, prole number 6.
Who was he tossing the spear at?
Prole number 6 can't do a kangaroo kick because he needs a run up to do it. Therefore, all he can do is use the improvised weapon he's built on lizards, but they've got the improvisational fighter edge, so therefore they don't suffer any penalties. They don't critically fail. And that gets us to Tawny.
Right. Shit. You allow us to spend bennies to reroll a run die?
Mm-hmm. With my house rules, you can. You ain't going to get there otherwise, are you?
Son of a beeswax.
Which means you get to there. After waiting.
Hang on.
I take the view, if any players want to spend bennies on re-rolling their run die, why not? Some spinning bennies because they're being heroic.
That should get us there. Whee!
I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Well, actually, if I'm going to have to be a git about it, actually. Because don't forget, cats are to it.
If I'd known that, I wouldn't have spent all 3 bennies on it.
I'll let you off this once.
Okay, so what's the penalty on going across the water?
Well, it counts as difficult terrain, so you'd end up 1 inch short. But I'm going to be nice.
Oh, can I jump across?
Yes, you can actually with an athletics check. I will allow that. Agreed. There you go. No problem at all. You clear it without problem. Nice solving of the problem. Allow me to award you a benny for reminding me of the rules.
Apparently
I should remember.
2 inches away. I don't know how that is. Is he up in the air?
No, I just moved. I didn't put you base to base. There you go.
Why am I lying at the bottom of a cliff?
You see,
Let's
gravity
try
works on this
flying,
planet.
and it didn't work.
One of the pros pounced. There's a pounce kangaroo attack on you, kicked you. I spent bennies in desperate attempts to save your bennies in desperate attempts to save you. But I decided after spending 3 of the bennies, now was a good time. Well,
You wasted my bennies. Can't believe it.
Well, you took 2 wounds.
Did you blow the bennies first?
you took 2 wounds.
He
From
blew
the
3 bennies in
You
quick
took 2,
succession.
yeah, you took 2 wounds from the kangaroo kick attack, which you soaked 1 of. You then spent I then spent a Benny on you to do a second attempt of athletics to resist the kangaroo kick itself, because it's an opposed roll, which you failed. So I spent a Benny on that, which you still failed. Then you fell off the cliff and took another wound, which I spent another one of your bennies on, which you failed.
Can't believe it.
But I shall.
I'm just looking at this lovely soft floor I've landed on.
I guess basically,
Look at this
Kong
moss.
kicked you
Oh
off
no,
the cliff.
sorry. I tell you, sorry. That's sorry. You only took 1 wound. Yeah, you did land on the moss because the last soaking was to actually not take any full damage. Okay, so anyway, Thorny missed after all that. Don't look so smug. What happened was it's so smug, but it's fun. Okay,
I got a joker.
When did you get a joker?
According to the thing, I've got a joker.
Oh wow! You still failed it all.
Was that the world's quickest combat round? He was downstairs for 2 minutes getting a cup of coffee.
No, you started the round with the joker. Okay, I'm going to. Charles is hit by the improvised weapon. It shakes him.
How far is it down this cliff? Really, it's just like 2 steps for me, innit? It doesn't look like I should. I don't think
It's 2 inches, so you take 2d6 damage.
One of them inches is my own height.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you're on your back. Okay.
With my bum.
Kangaroo pounce attack on Tawny coming up. That's a hit. That can't be right. No, that's on a prowl who he hit himself. Let's ignore that and try again, shall we? What's going on there? What happened there? Very confused. He targeted him. Did he target himself? I have no idea. A 5 on Tawny. What would 5 on Tawny do? Find out. Would be a miss. Okay, I am going to spend a penny on that. Targeting rights first. Target myself, not Tawny. Targeting right. And spend a penny on a kangaroo tick attack. Oh no! Oh, it wasn't a. Oh, well, I don't get to send. I don't get to kick me all over the place. That's not right. And improvised weapon attack on Prawny. Huh. Oh, it's a very sharp piece of metal this Prowl's using. It slices through you, Tawny.
Oh man, he's gonna give me tetanus. 4 wounds.
Oh.
Jeez Louise. Well, obviously, I got a Benny that.
The problem was that you were avoiding the kangaroo kick from the other one. This one just literally goes under your guard and just slices viciously across your torso.
Fucking mouth. I wish you could just double click the bennies.
Well, just hold down the control button and click on the soak button. I think that's the easiest way to soak wounds. Which you soaked 2 of the 4 wounds there.
I rolled a 7 on a D8. Yeah, I'm not going to do much better than that.
Alfred's has got
Yeah,
lost
I'll
jaw.
toss another button at it. And click on soak.
Oh, that explains why Crits has got glass jaw.
Different dice color.
Yeah, I think it rolls my
That's
dice.
it.
2 wounds. Yeah, it's good to get the party battered sometimes. Don't forget, it's Flash Gordon and you can't die. You just away from
Alright, where's my
Zafara,
next
last but
round
no means
button?
least. I've already pressed it, don't worry. You were having so much hassle there, I thought I'd just be nice and move it on. Zafara, you're up.
Oh, that's the way you're
Okay.
going to spin it? That's fair
I'm
enough,
gonna
though.
try something I did. I've never done this before. I don't know if it'll work or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend a Benny to double the range and use elemental manipulation and knock the cliff, grab the earth underneath the parole number 4 and send him hopefully crashing down into the canyon.
That gets a Benny, right? Surely. That's good.
I like that. The only thing I'm just trying to remember why
That
you
sounds
why
like a reasonable test. Yeah.
that sounds very as test, of course, very reasonable. Yes, go for it. What prole number 6? This one? Did you say?
No, number 4.
Oh, number 4. Yeah, I'm number 4. Number 4 over there.
That's
Yeah.
why I have to have Benny to double the range.
Okay. Yeah, no, seems fine. Go for it.
Okay. That's a 7. That's a 10. So, I don't know how much earth I can move. It says as a free action or as a limited action, I can take a cubic foot, but this is not a limited. So, is it, equal to
Limited means you
my
can only do it
size?
once a turn.
Yeah. So basically,
Limited means you can only do it once a turn. So
yeah. So what? Yeah. So what that means is basically what you get is you get a you cast the spell and then you get a limited reaction to activate it. So you can, as it were, so you can move a cubic foot of air at Earth. That's okay. Oh yes, you do. Yes, you do need to. I see where you need to spend a penny to double the range. Yep, I agree with that. Okay, so yeah, I like that. I'm going to say, where is he? He's over here.
Leaning over, trying to get an arrow or a spear shot, right? Right on the edge.
Right on the edge, yes.
I'm thinking Bugs Bunny and Coyote, and there goes the rock out from underneath.
Right, okay.
And he
So
holds up a little sign.
Ouch.
meep.
parole number 7 takes 7 points of falling damage. He obviously lands on something nice and soft, but yeah. Okay, so basically, I did it as a post athletics roll, giving him a penalty because he didn't expect the earth he was standing on to just vanish like that, which he fails and he plummets downwards. And unfortunately for yourself, only took 7 points of falling damage. Therefore, he survives the fall, but he does land that on the ground and shaken. Nicely done. And your elemental manipulation
And prone.
and prone. Good point. Thank you for reminding me. He is prone. Your elemental manipulation lasts for 5 rounds, so you can use the move, push, or attack or special effects, as it were,
Drop the rock on him.
as an action. So yeah, you can use it to attack. You basically throw rocks at them using the attack. You don't need to cast it again because you're maintaining the power for the next 5 rounds, if that makes sense, automatically.
Okay.
So on the new begin, we get Victor getting the Black Joker. So everyone got bennies. If anyone wishes to spend the Benny they just got to advance up the combat tracker, feel free to do so before we start the round in earnest. But Victor, who's got the joke, can go first anyway. The rest of you decide if you want to spend bennies or not.
No, I'm good.
We're all going first, aren't we? So
I'm fine.
noticed I was going last.
I think I'll take multiple
It
actions.
seems all the players are going before all the monsters.
Just
That's the
about.
luck of the, that's the luck of the deal, isn't it?
Right, 2 hits raises. 1 hit, 1 haze.
Yeah, because I was just looking at you. Give a penalty on hitting when that. Oh, it did. Actually, that's wrong.
One's probably really dead. No, I'm taking 2 actions.
No. No, it's not that. You got a +4 bonus to hit Prol 4 when he's prone with a ranged attack. That's wrong, isn't it? It should actually be a penalty to hit a prone target with a ranged attack because they're harder to hit. It's a bonus to hit a prone target with a melee attack because they're lying on the floor in front of you. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about it now. I'm just going to have to remember to report that to Aki.
Alright, I got a shaken and a wound. I'll take that.
52 points of damage.
And I'll
It's
use my
prone
second
plus
action.
4 equals 8.
Yeah, but you shouldn't get a bonus to hit prone with a ranged attack. It's a
No, it
penalty
should
to
be a
hit.
penalty, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
it should
another
be
thing that
effectively
was
covered,
not
yeah.
working correctly.
I did not write the code for that, so it is not my fault.
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I'm making a note of it because they're recoding everything lately, aren't they? Making it run a lot faster and better, supposedly. I lost track trying to follow it. Okay, so you hit them both, and then you.
Benny's doing got 7. I will try one more Benny. Alright, I'll take that.
With a raise and a hit, go for it.
First damage. Second damage. I'll take my 2 boom headshots. My 2 shakens.
Did them both on the same roll, didn't it? So
I'm
you targeted
assuming-
roll 2. Roll 2 should be
assuming-
shaken, and roll 1 should be incapacitated. Is my interpretation.
Zafir, is there a reason you're not flying?
I'm not flying, no.
Alright, I will.
Because she's doing rangy stuff right now.
I figured she'd fly up to get like out of the way of them, but alright, so I'll move that way to protect her against those roos coming down the.
No problem.
I'll make some kind of bounty hunter joke, but I can't think of one.
Charles recovers from being shaken.
Charles will try and poke this guy again. You know, he's kind of tough, so Charles, I think, is actually going to wild attack. Oops, nope, wrong button. Do, 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 do. Doop, 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 doop. I mean, after all, I did say vicious roar, right?
Yes,
You did say vicious roar.
you did say vicious one. Sorry, I'm last started. I
Viscous.
think the fact that damage every time seems to just want to sabotage you as much as possible. A shaken? Are you happy with a shaken?
Not really. Let's go ahead and bending that one more time. See if we can get some real damage here. Yeah, there we go. Real damage.
Okay, he takes a wound.
Right. Are either of them? What's the status on either of them? They're not even hurt, are they?
No.
You are still shaken. You have to.
You're gonna have to spend a penny to unshake. Aim
I
for
do
some
that.
more.
Can I hit control and then?
The bennies, where are they? Right here, ready to fly. Ah, I need to work out a way to work out how to. I'll make a collage for next time. They're very good. Tony has used the benny to recover shaken status. Okay, yep. Oh, I can see that was an 8, and that's another 8. I think you really are hitting one of them very hard here. Hmm.
And he has 3 more. He's only used half of what he's created so far.
All right. Did that do him?
You took him out completely with 2 wounds.
All right. Excellent.
Shook him, you wounded him, and incapacitated him.
I will turn and look at this guy and say, "You're next."
And we've got Zafara next.
Zafara is going to use the rocks that she's got manipulated, and she's going to fling them down on top of Parola number 4.
Yeah, it's in range, so you can do that. So that is the easiest way to do it. Is it 2d4, isn't it?
Pardon?
The damage is 2d4, isn't it? When you do it for
I don't know what it would be.
element, it should be under attack. Dealing 2d4, 3d4
Oh, right.
with
Yes,
a damage.
respect.
Did you didn't get the raise because you got a 7, so that's the easiest. If you just hang on, let's try that again. If you want to sort of make it into a damage roll as if such, you can just, if you type that, it will sort of roll and explode, or you can just roll 2d4. I don't mind which way you want to go and manually roll the dice. It's absolutely your to me. 7. You keep rolling. Hang on. 7 was actually his stoke roll. I can't remember if you got the right. Let's see.
He is pro, right? He hasn't
Yes,
had
he
a
is
chance
pro.
to get up.
He hasn't had a chance to get up. No, it's okay. So you pummel him, and I'll tell you, you pummel him under a load of rocks. I'll tell you what. Let's make it. Yep. So yep, you bounce rocks off him, mate. Rather upset. You can move, of course, if you want to, as a free action.
Oh, yes, actually, I will move 6 this way and down to get to Frit.
So you can do that because you can just sort of move up, fly, and drop down again, so no problem at all. And Fritz, you're up. Yeah, because you're lying on your back, prone.
Oh, I'm going to stand up.
Okay, you stand up. 2 inches of movement.
And he stands way up.
Terrible roll.
I'm not showing us prone, I but man. Yes. It's the end of him. Splat. That gets us to Lizarez, who's standing atop the rise there, fighting with that prong there.
And if I'm entangled with him, he's entangled with me. So I'm going to use that to pull him off balance, and then I'll give him a good tail swipe and knock him down the hill.
Sounds good to me. Go for it. 9.
That hit him.
Well, yeah. So that'll be an agility to avoid it. Yep, he's going. That's you knock him off the cliff. Doesn't actually, unfortunately, do a lot of damage, but he falls off the cliff. Oh, of course, you get to do your tail damage first, of course. you send him off the cliff, and he lands.
Beautiful damage.
Is prone. Roll number 7. Unshakes. Where is prone? Oh, that's the one attacking. Okay, he's running away. You get a free attack on him, Charles.
Nope. Eh,
Hey.
you know what? I don't have a problem stabbing him in the back, except that I can't stab
No,
him
can't
in the
let
back.
any of them get away, that's for sure.
Okay, well.
Let's go ahead and spend one more. I got plenty of bennies right now. Yeah, no, not happening.
Did I just give him a card by mistake? That was. No, I've moved on. That's good. Okay. Prole number 7 basically runs off the map for all intents and purposes. Okay, he runs that way. Oh, this guy's running. They're very good at escaping, these guys. He runs off the map as well.
Escape.
Spirit check. Oh, this one's made of firmer stuff, and gets up from being prone.
And pounces on poor Charles.
Actually, no. Someone just
Who we
dropped.
lose?
Who did we lose? Jiminy.
Right.
Actually, because it wasn't a random choice here, basically, when that kangaroo lands at the bottom, when the prole lands at the bottom of the cliff there, his head instantly whips round to you, Zephyra, and he seems to, hang on, I'll say you, actually, that would have been you, sorry. I went the wrong way there. So he was there. I couldn't tell which token was which. 14, he still manages it. His head whips round as you go flying off, and he seems to be all focused on you for some reason. You don't know what it is about you that it interests him, but he comes charging after you to give you a kangaroo kick as you land next to Fritz. Oh, this could be painful. Oh, he literally launches himself through the air and hits you square in the back with both of those large clawed feet.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
No, not at all. Little shit.
It's just you're the healer. Oh. Soak roll of 14. That will soak 3 of the 4 wounds. Not bad. And you get to make an athletics check, but I don't think you're going to beat the 22. So, just I always go for it. Okay, so he literally just kicks you into the wall there.
I thought you said I soaked 3 of the 4.
You did. I don't know why it's
Okay, so
showing you. I don't know why it's showing you taking
covering
3. Yeah, I don't know why it's showing you taking 3 wounds. I don't know why you rolled a 14 on your vigor on your soak roll, so I don't know why I didn't do that. Anyway, you smack into the wall. Oh no! Oh no! You obviously hit a very sharp piece of rock.
Who did?
Me.
Oh, good. It wasn't me then.
No, 18. I just rolled 18 on 2 4-sided dice. These kangaroo kicks are dangerous.
Yeah, they are.
And let me guess, there's no way for me to soak
Oh
that.
no,
or...
you most certainly can soak it.
Okay.
You most certainly can soak that damage. I'll soak one of the wounds, so you'll still be standing. You'll just be on 3 wounds.
Oh. Okay.
Just in a bad way. She smack into this really razor sharp piece of rubble. Your backpack, your pack tears open, and the crystal falls out. And the prole lunges for it.
No.
Okay. New round.
The Fury's got 3 wounds.
Yes, I do.
Why didn't you soak them?
I did. I tried.
She soaked many of them.
Last session, I had over 7 wounds done to me, and I wound up soaking 4 of them.
I was going to say, Saphira took 7 wounds in that round.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if y'all remember the ad for dishwashing liquid. You know, you're soaking in it.
Yes, Madge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Color me very, very, very confused with what's going on there. Roll 6. It wasn't shaken. And it did it's Pro 6's turn, and it did a shaken recovery roll for Pro 7 down here. So I don't know what's going on there. Pro 7's actually hidden because Pro 7's running away. So anyway, Pro 6. Well, actually, just grab Pro 6 moves up, and grabs the crystal, and starts running and jumping.
No, he won't.
Kill him. Kill the prole.
Beep, beep. He goes. He starts running off.
If he was hitting me, don't I get a free attack on him?
No, because you know you did that. Like a kangaroo attack does a knockback.
He kicked you into the wall from here.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you're shaken as well.
You're shaken. One, you're shaken, but 2, the whole point of the kangaroo pounce attack is he literally flies through the air and kicks you, which knocks you backwards if you fail an athletics check against his attack roll, and therefore he literally just basically kicks you into the wall and then grabs the thing and starts running away with it. You can spend a penny to unshake if you wish to.
Yes, please.
This is interesting, actually. Zafira, shaken recovery. Zafira remains shaken, but it removes the shaken. The combat tracker, which is really disconcerting.
The combat tracker still shows shaken to me.
No, I just turned it.
How do I do that?
It was just until it removed, then it was still showing to me.
No, but it gets even worse. I turned it on. I turned it back on and then borrowed, because Zafira said she wanted to spend a penny to unshake. So I turned it back on, dragged one of Zafira's bennies onto the shaken, and it didn't turn off. Then I had to manually turn it off. Okay. Okay, Zafira, you have flight of pace 6, but you've taken 3 wounds, so you can fly 3 inches at the moment, or move 3 inches.
No, I'm going to use my Mongo Mancy and elemental manipulation and air and basically pick him up.
Okay.
Nice.
Pick him off the ground, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you have,
See how he runs now.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So you have to move to there.
Yep.
Be
I'm
in
going to
range.
again say that deserves a Benny. Come on now.
Oh, go on then. Only because Zavara is so beat up and actually pulling this off will be very impressive.
All right. Yes, at wet -3.
Tavis says after all that soaking, I think there might need to be another Benny handed out.
If instead of
Go ahead.
lifting him up, you knock him
Down. Yeah.
See
him.
me getting by.
I think actually I like the idea of picking him up because that way he can't move. He can't run. If I throw him onto the ground, he can get up and move again. So anyway, here we go. Let's see. if
but
this
not
works.
before Charles can step over there and poke him.
Well, that's fine. I want that crystal back.
Oh, that's going to be a successful casting. Look at that. With a raise, even after injury. Powers, elemental manipulation. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, basically suspend him in the air.
Yep.
I'll treat that for all intents and purposes as. Actually, no, I won't treat him as tangled. We'll treat him as basically held there. We'll treat him as vulnerable because that disappears next round. Nicely done,
And then I
Lizarus.
start pulling him back towards me.
Yeah. Lizarus, you're up.
Lizarus is going to pull out his bow and arrow and put a round into that phase locked prole number 6.
Go for it.
Yeah, actually, that's just like Amara putting him in a phase ball. Sorry, Borderlands reference.
Oh, hit. With a raise. Roll for damage. Shakes him.
Never even thought of that.
Right. Tawny, you're up, sir.
Yeah. I guess I'll give him a slashy slash too.
Don't forget you got adventure cards.
Freaking wounds.
Got many adventure cards because I haven't done many so far, but I will do some more.
I never
Tell me
even
that's a
thought
hit,
of
right?
my adventure card today.
Their parry
Ah, there isn't one.
is 7, so you missed.
One more time.
Hang on.
Nope.
Okay, you're
All right.
okay. Your card's missing graphics. It is there, close call. You can maybe play this card to eliminate any effect from rolling a critical failure or situation. So it's I don't know why the card isn't showing up, but you do actually have a card. You know what I mean? So I mucked up the graphics somehow.
So I could cause a landslide with my adventure card, but that's it.
No, I was talking to Zavara because Zavara does have a card. You just have to hover over the area where the card would be, but even though you can't see it, to see there is a card there, I'm afraid. Charles McDowell.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I'll fix that.
Okay, Charles will leap into the air-ish and stab.
Impale himself on his own spear.
Of course.
Look at this image of this scientist type geek being given a gun he's never used before, running down the steps of a ramp, tripping over and shooting himself in the head in some film that happened last year. I don't remember what the film is, but I seem to recall that happening.
I know which one you're talking about, yeah.
You are attacking Prol 6, and you just did 16 points of damage on it. For some reason, it's showing that. Oh, yeah, it is showing 16 points of damage. It's only one wound. I just couldn't read the stumps. Okay, you stab him. Yeah. Rather tough and resilient. Victor's up next, sir.
This could be interesting. He's just shaken and a little
Take
bit.
it. Yeah, he's wounded
Take it.
and vulnerable.
This is important, I guess, so I won't risk it.
Wound. That's all you need to incapacitate him. Another wound to make sure he's really incapacitated. Drops the crystal as he collapses. He dropped the crystal, falls to the ground as he carries on floating there in a decidedly incapacitated state. How will I attack this round? Oh, he's on a card that puts him on hold. Let's split the group. Prolate will go last in the round. Fritz, you're up, sir.
Dooby 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 doo.
The water doesn't impede you because of your size. Deep enough.
Water off your back.
Ah.
So this is clean.
More just up. Just more up to his knees. Old Reagan.
Bollocks.
Well, that's basically 1 second there's a prole getting ready to attack Tawny. The next second there's a pile of dust.
That's nice.
I zipped him with a zipper.
Okie dokie. Well, with that, you appear to have defeated all but 2 of the proles who have run off. Congratulations.
That means that they're going to be warned that we're coming.
Yeah, I have a feeling. And they were a little bit nasty.
Yeah. Reacquire the crystal.
Yep, you can certainly reacquire the
And-
crystal.
Yes. And heal myself and Fritz and Tawny.
Okay.
Thank you.
Healing's going to be
Wow.
My
interesting.
arrow.
It's greatly
Healing's going-
appreciated.
Healing's going to get interesting. Has anyone got... This is where you start metagaming. Has anyone got the healing skill?
Yes.
Okay. What
I
I
also
suggest...
do.
Yeah, but what I suggest is okay. So what I suggest is if Lysaris spends 10 minutes trying to heal Zafara, because you've got 60 minutes in your golden hour, haven't you? And then the magical healing's the only thing you can use. So at the moment, Zafara, you're at -3 on your healing rolls. So your psionic healing is going to be
Really hard
Is
to
it
do.
-3 on when
Honestly,
healing
yeah.
herself?
Yeah, Zafara using psionic healing will be at -3. There are no penalties for someone who's uninjured healing Zafara with the healing skill. So if Lysaris, you spend 10 minutes healing Zafara to try and reduce her wound count, which you do, so you take her wounds down, you take her down to 2 wounds, which is the most you can do with non-magical healing. So then You can now, Lizaris, if you want to, and Zafari, you can also assist or you can also attempt to do so. So you've still got 50 minutes left. You can still take another 10 minutes doing non-magical healing on Tawny and Fritz, assuming that you both want to do someone different, or you can both work on one person and work on someone else. Because you've got an hour here, so.
Yeah, let's do a tag team so we can get better things, and let's start with, say, Fritz.
Okie
Yeah.
dokie. Well, actually, I don't think Zafara needs to help there because Lizaris would have healed 2 wounds on Fritz, but that's okay. That's obviously the 2 of you are working together, and that's Fritz healed up after 20 minutes. Then the 2 of you can head over to work on Tawny. So you can both make healing rolls there. Not that you necessarily need to, but we'll assume you are. And Lizaris heals up Tawny. Lizaris' non-magical healing is doing very well there. That took half an hour of your golden hour. So the last thing you can do now is just make a psionic healing roll on yourself because you're the only person that can heal your last wound.
Well, that worked out well.
See, there you go. That's how you got to work it out.
All right.
Image number
We're all
6.
back
It's
up.
gone black
We
and
got the
white.
thing and, yeah, the only thing we have to worry about is that those parolees that got away will go tell their friend. They'll tell 2 friends, and so on and so on and so on.
So we should get the heck out of the area. What do you think?
Probably a good move. So
Sounds like a plan to me.
Tavis's last one's come in. Flash and Dale are talking. So Dale say, "You're going to Kambari in spite of Flash, in spite of the risk. It's worth the gamble, Dale. While Alan serves Ming, our alliance crumbles. Ming's using the boy. But that's Ming's territory. How Will cuts off, and then Flash goes, "Don't worry, Dell. When things are looking at their worst, I have faith that the bennies will flow." Now.
Thank you,
There
Normal
you go.
Steve.
Excellent. Thank you.
Indeed. Okay.
I've been enjoying those. They're really well. Good job on these.
They are very
I think
impressive. I
Doug
will
will
give you
work
that.
a penny for Normal Steve on Tuesday.
Oh, more than definitely a couple of bennies for normal Steve on Tuesday. Believe you me. Okay. The irony is, if you drag them out over a few sessions instead of using them in one go, you could have milked them for quite a few Tuesdays. But they're all very good. I'll have to work out a way to post them up later. It's just because I had a quirk where I had to share my screen. Discord was it hides itself, so it means I can't do the screen grabs of Discord at the moment to get the artwork. But I'll work out a way. Now, what was I trying to do? Oh yes, what I was
We
trying to
need
do
to get
was
into the jungle and get hid.
indeed. Okay, so let's count the splats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 splats.
Yeah, 7 and 9.
Indeed.
Who else here has stealth rolls, please?
It's well, just before you do
I
that,
have stealth rolls.
yes.
I have a stealth. It's only a D4, but I do have it.
It's athletics or stealth, right?
Yeah, I think we should all use stealth to sit down and cover our tracks as we exit out of here, so we're very consciously not leaving any footprints, any scent trail. ...
Okay. I'm going
Is
to assume.
athletics stealth
Okay, so
or stealth?
just going to say this: searching the bodies of the incapacitated proles, you recover 7 days worth of water, which I've added to the.
Excellent.
Ooh, excellent.
Okay. So I'm going to say, okay, well, what we're going to do is I'm going to do it as another 1 round dramatic task. So don't worry about that. So what we'll do is we'll go. Don't worry about that roll you just did. I'm just going to turn it onto a dramatic task, and then we'll take it from there. So you can count your successes. New round begins now. Look at that! You got 2 sets of jokers out of me making it a dramatic task. Okay, same as before. There's actually no. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 of you. It's a 1 round dramatic task. You need 8 successes. And Victor, you're first. Obviously, working as a team to cover your tracks. Using as a dramatic task, you can use other skills. As long as you come up with.
We were doing-
Using.
So we're sorry, I was a little distracted. So we're trying to sneak away, or we're just doing our previous sneak where, you know,
No, what Litteris is
Try
suggesting
to
is
cover our tracks,
you want to
so
cover
if
your tracks so you can't
patrols
be
show up, they won't be
followed.
able to tell where we went.
okay.
You've got any environmental or physical stuff from the location you're currently at, or anything else. Any clever ways you want to use it. So you can use repair skills to manufacture things. You could be using shooting skills to supposedly destroy evidence. I don't mind what you want to do because it's a dramatic task. You just come up with a logical reason of why you can use the skill, and you know me.
Sure, I'll use my shooting for destroying evidence.
Go for it. It's a 7. As I say, only one of you needs to get the raise. Don't forget. 5's still a success, but I'll leave you on your 7. If you're happy with a single success, we can move on, or if you want to
I've got
spend another
10
one.
freaking bennies. There you go.
That's an 11. So that's 2 successes from Victor, and we're on to Charles. Need 8 total. You've already got 2. What's your plan, Charles?
Shouldn't it be 3?
Oh, 13. I apologise. You got 3. Sorry, I forgot you had the Joker bonus. Do apologise.
You can just drag the 13 from chat into the box.
I'd already resolved. Now, very confused here. Either spending 2 bennies or I'm taking his 6. I can't hear him.
Charles, what are you doing, man?
It shows him as talking, but I can't hear him.
No, I too many.
Oh,
Yeah, I hit the dice too many times.
you hit the dice too many times, so I'll take the first
Can
one.
nobody hear me? What's
I can hear you
Yes,
now.
we hear you
Yeah,
now.
We hear you
we
now.
hear
Yeah.
you now. Okay, that's 4 successes. Only 4 more needed to completely leave the area without leaving any trace of where you headed. Zafara.
Okay. Before I do that, I would like to take a stick right in the dirt in Mongo. Mongo will be born free. And then shoot everything else away.
Yes.
Oh, I like
Wonderful.
But actually, obviously, to give you ideas in future things, it just occurred to me. Of course, being a hawkman, you could just use athletics to fly and therefore not leave any physical trace.
Well, yes, but that doesn't help the rest of the party. So
No,
and
but
I
it
thought I
doesn't
would
hinder.
use my
It doesn't
Mongo
hinder.
man.
It doesn't hinder them either.
No, that's true. I was going to use elemental manipulation and ruffle up the dust or whatever.
Oh, I
and
like that.
For our trap.
Well, yeah, or you can just do that. Well, go for it, because you'll just have to spend bennies on that one. But that's okay. Okay, that will cost you. Oh no, that's okay, Matt. Okay, that will only cost you 4 power points, or 3 successes. Very nice. I've lost track now.
It should be
3
5.
successes.
We were at 4 before she went.
Hang on, we had Victor got a 13, which was 3 successes. Charles got a success, which gets you 4 successes. So you're on 7 of the 8 required successes. Tawny, you're up.
Right. I'm just going to use stealth.
Okay. Very
That's
sensible.
what I know how to do.
That's enough to make 8 successes. You don't need to re-roll, but of course this is where it gets evil, of course, because we've still got Fritz and Dizarus to go, and a crit fail on either of them take away 2 successes. So Fritz.
I'm going to use my sweeping ability. Clean up dust tracks.
Sounds like athletics to me. Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, Fritz. Oh, Fritz,
Unfortunately,
have you used the card?
no, I don't think Fritz has. I don't think anyone's
I
played
can-
adventure cards yet.
Can I trade? Can I trade my adventure card to Fritz?
Yes, you can.
You may, well, you could just play it yourself if you want. You may play this card to instantly negate any effect from rolling a critical failure. So if I just pop it in there for you because it's invisible.
Yeah, thank you.
That's okay. So Fritz gets 0, but he doesn't. His critical failure is negated, so you're still on 8. So that just brings us to Lizards.
Tridents aren't very good for sweeping, are they? That's what it is.
You were leaving a trail behind you. And that's all you need. You just need to not crit fail. That's all it is. But look at that. Lizards itself is spectacular. So your final result is 11 successes. So very nicely done. Which does mean you do completely move out of this area without any problems whatsoever.
And the only thing left is Mongo will be born free.
Indeed. Okay. So you cross the crossing of the prayer. As you come out of the Red Canyon, you spend the day moving across the grasslands, and you camp up for the night. So there's no horrible vigor rolls or anything nasty today to worry about. Have to see
Survival roll to add supplies.
You can most certainly do survival rolls so people don't have to use up their water for the day. Yes.
I don't have a survival skill.
That's okay. So basically, a success on survival allows a person to find enough food and water to feed themselves. But on a raise, I believe it's up to 5 people. So only one person has to drink some of their water today. Everyone else doesn't have to.
Oh, I can make water with elemental manipulation.
Okay, that's fine then. Because you'll get your power points overnight, so that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Yes. So basically, no one has to expend their water today, and you're only on the 3rd day in, so we don't have to worry about your food rations yet. And in fact, actually,
have to worry about water rations if we've got elemental manipulation, do we? Just make sure that Zephyr's looked after.
Indeed. Okay, so the beginning of the 4th day, you could see ahead the jungles of the Lost Land.
Yeah, before we go to bed the night before,
Yes.
who charge up? I can do 2 crystals. It'll take me 2 fatigue, and I'll have to rest a while. But I can charge up 2 people's crystals.
I don't need any today because I've
You
been
don't
using
need
my
any?
claws.
Does anyone need a crystal recharge?
I've only used 2 charges out of mine. I'm all right as well. Thank
All
you.
right, then. I will not worry about charging crystals, and we'll do
Victor
another
does.
4 hours on the
Who does?
Victor does.
Yeah.
Victor does.
Eggamunga.
Victor
Victor
does.
needs a charge.
So it's 1d6 recharge points per point of fatigue.
That's right. So I can only do 2 at the most.
Yeah. So roll 2d6.
I don't think I have that as a power, so it's just a regular straight up d6.
It's just if you single click on the d6 on the tabletop and press the right mouse button, you'll end up with 2 6-sided dice, and then just roll them. That's the easiest way to do it. Okay, so you get 6 charges back on your crystal, Victor. Okay, so as you finish charging the it's quite dark, so the Lost Lands jungle glows faintly under the Mongo's twin moons. Bioluminescent plants and colossal bioluminescent plants are obviously contributing to the glow. Colossal trees with winding roots and strange bird-like creatures fill the landscape of the night. And you can hear distant roars coming from the jungle. But in the morning, everything will be okay. Okay. So, today.
Don't worry about a thing.
So the only thing we've got to worry about is if you have an encounter. Might save until as a potential cliffhanger after. Okay, as halfway mid-morning, and you come across a massive chasm. Basically, how do you want to cross it?
How wide is this massive chasm? You know, we're talking a kilometer, 2 kilometers, or
Well, it's
maybe
massive
just,
chasm. It's a massive chasm in terms of depth. It's probably a couple of miles straight down. It seems to be a huge rent in the ground. The distance across is a couple of 100 feet. Take 2 whole days. You reckon it'll take a day to climb down, and then another day to climb up the other side?
Good
Or I
lord.
could just fly everybody across.
Okay.
That is the simplest, easiest one. That's not a problem. That's why I'm asking how you want to do it. You can. The whole point was to be creative as you wanted. You could build structures, or we'll do. It was a chance for you to do whatever you want. But of course, having a hawkman means Safari just flies you all across, which makes no problem at all. Okay.
well, we certainly don't have a piece of rope that long, do we?
No.
No, but obviously you're in the jungle. It's hot and humid, and therefore there's plenty of creeper vines and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
But
we could make a sort of a vine rope if we needed to, too.
Exactly, yeah. But I was a chance to let you be creative, and I was just as I did it, I thought, well, actually they've got Safari, so they probably can just fly across. But I wanted to see what you wanted to do. But you take the obvious simple option, which is fine by me.
No, I have no problem flying everybody across. Well, it'll take a while. I have to do them one at a time, but I can do that.
Okay. As you head onwards, you stumble across signs of that this area of the jungle is obviously has heavy prole presence. At some point, you find scattered campsites, broken weapons, and strange totems. Whether of the proles themselves, there is no sign. Do we have an encounter? We don't. It's only 10 of hearts. Sorry about the velociraptor. Right. It's late in the afternoon when you finally reach your objective. You see, basically built into the side of the cliff is what appears to be an ancient and crumbling structure. Glowing veins of energy are pulsing through the stone walls. Strange carvings depict a long forgotten civilization. It's like that.
Ooh.
Look for a sign that says "Insert egg here."
Obviously, you are down here, just behind these trees where we can't see you.
Charles starts walking up the steps.
Let's just put you. We can just put you on the. It's unlocked tokens because it's not really a combat map. It's just that we can have the fun with you.
Yeah.
I like the way Charles is moving up. Charles moves up the steps. Yeah, no problem.
I will fly.
You fly up. Hang on, let me turn off that stupid snap. There we go. But yeah, it's really down to whether. Okay, so everyone wants to advance, and you're going to go in through the entrance there, yeah? Oh, Elizabeth walks up the side. I love it. I'm going to give everyone bennies. I'm really okay.
You drew this, did you, Kevin? It's a good map. It took ages.
No, I thought I was quite impressed by that one.
It's quite nice, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, that's mid-journey for you. So as you enter inside, you notice there appears to be a.
We lose you?
No. I'm just. There we go. Right. Yeah.
He's
So
finding the correct passage.
I've got the passage, but I think I changed the text and the map subtly differ, so I wanted to see what it is. So basically, as you get inside, the temple is, as I say, altogether a crumbling structure. It appears just to have this one sort of large central area, with lots, with built, columns around the side. There appears to be a strange statue-like altar structure on the far side, from which the purple street energy seems to have poured out in veins. It's almost like lightning, but set in stone.
Somebody's doing naughty worship over here.
Yeah, it's a pulsating. There appears to be a pulsating crystal that's identical to the one you're carrying, Saphira, and the space on the altar. What you assume for the second one. I need everyone to make spirit checks because as you're inside the temple now, the air is humming with raw power and it's rather disorientating. So, spirit checks will be distracted in the temple.
We've already had to make spirit checks when the Ruse chucked their weapons at us. They were trying to spirit.
Oh.
Good fired.
Anti-Benny time. Anti-Benny is when everyone except the person who makes the pun so awful gets a Benny, including the GM, because they had to go through that. Okay, looks like everyone's... Okay.
What's an Uncle Benny then?
Okay, very good.
That's where just the GM gets one because everybody else is busy crying uncle.
There you go. That's good. That's good.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's very good.
I was trying to relate it to Benny Hill.
Right. So, okay, as you're in the temple, although you all of you successfully make your spirit checks to not be distracted, you do realise that you all appear to have walked towards the temple stone without really being aware that you were doing so. And as far as you do sort of have this compulsion to place the crystal in the provided socket.
Don't do it. You must pay me now. Don't do it.
So there you go. There's a map of where you are, and there's obviously that one crystal that's already there seems to be sending out all these pulses. Looks like electricity and all that, but it's actually sort of vein. It seems to be like it's actual veins of rock, but they're pulsing like lightning. And you can see there's a gap just there for the second one to go in. You hear movement from coming behind you, and basically you turn around to see you are not alone.
More ruse?
Yeah, more ruse.
Mm.
Oh, a whole lot more ruse.
Including this chap
boy.
here, who seems to be a bit bigger.
Including Subaru.
Indeed.
We need the water now because we need to make some Dunkaroos.
The pro warlord advances, barking in his heavily accented Mongolese. Give us the artifact. Give us the artifact, we will show mercy. If you give it to us, we will. If you don't give it to us, that's a typo on my part. We will stop at nothing to take it. If you do not, the artifact is all that matters to us. I should say. God, that was terrible typing on my part when I did. Let me try it again.
Okay, all right, I forgive you. That's right.
Give us the artifact. We will show mercy if you give it to us. We will stop at nothing to take it if you do not. The artifact is all that matters to us.
To be perfectly honest, I'm
Yes.
surprised we made it this far.
Take the crystal out of my pack, hold it, and say Mongo will be born free, and walk towards the altar to put it where it's supposed to go.
You want Mongo to be
Sunday,
born,
shall
do you?
Yes, I do. Mongo will be born free.
Okay. Everybody, well, actually, you don't need to make a notice check. As Zafira says, Mongo will be born free. Everyone except Zafira, because she's walking over to the is walking over there. Notice this. And the warlord goes, yes, that's exactly what we want. We want Mongo to be free. And the earth between you all opens. You
Oh.
doesn't really. You get
There's an eyeball there.
What?
That's very good.
Yeah.
And looking
Mongo's
around,
a real looker, isn't he?
it blinks a couple of times, and the whole structure shakes with basically Mongo
Zahira,
sort of being excited.
I think so. Don't do that. Excuse me,
I
shrimp
don't
salad.
think I have it. I think it's too
It's all
late.
these rations. They play havoc with my system.
Get it up there quick. Don't want to send on no eyeballs.
They're looking around. Basically, as the crystal gets closer to the altar, the veins pulse brighter and brighter light, illuminating more of it. And you can see there appear to be murals along the place. It appears this whole temple seems to be dedicated to the awakening of Mongo, which, judging by the size, basically judging by the pictures, it looks like basically that crystal will hatch a kaiju. Really big monster.
Okay.
Okay, we don't want one of those released. They're terrible. You can only kill them in rifts.
Your best estimation from the art, based on the size of the temple and to the size of the kaiju, the Mongo would probably be at least 60 feet tall.
Oh
There's only a little
no!
And the
There
artwork
goes-
does seem
Yeah,
does
that's
seem to
pretty
show.
small for a kaiju.
Yeah, I know. But it's only a baby kaiju. And the artwork also does seem to show that Mongo will be eating lots and lots of humanoid type individuals, and you can see all the pros dancing and celebrating in the murals as the Mongo men are being eaten by Mongo. But anyway, the pro when Zafara stops, the pro warlord goes, "No, Mongo must awake," and shouts, "Attack!" to his minions. And Charles got the red joker. Good.
Good job, Charles.
If anyone wants to spend
Some guys
pennies
have
to
all
move
the
up the
luck.
combat,
Yeah.
this is your chance to spend pennies before I start the combat.
I'm trying to decide. I think Charles is going to go on hold for now.
Okay, we'll put we'll start the round and put Charles on hold. Okay, starting the round, and Charles goes on hold with the Joker, which means up next, is this prole here going to move? Oh, hang on. Grid. Let's turn off the snap to grid. This prole's going to get. He's going to have to run. It gets him a 9, which gets him to there. That means he needs to do a kangaroo pounce attack. Kangaroo kick. That's a hit with a raise.
When you got first strike, Lizris.
Okay, so Lizarus takes 2 wounds as he gets kangaroo kicked by the prole.
Man, those things are nasty.
Don't like these kangaroos.
Mm.
Yeah, they kind of suck.
Okay, I need an
7
athletics.
showcase?
7 soaks 1 of the wounds. You need an 8 to soak both of them.
I'll bend you that then.
Thank you. 12 means you take no damage at all. However, you need to make an athletics check against the original attack of 10, or you will get knocked back.
Mm.
Which, if I'd actually been clever, I would have put the prole there, so when he attacked you, he'd kick you into Lizaris. But I didn't do that. So you're going in that direction.
Will a 4 do it or any better?
You need to beat a 10. Or you'll be knocked back 1d6 inches. Oh, so close. Okay, you get kicked. You're fortunate that you don't hit the rock work, so you only kick back 2 inches. So you land on the steps. Right. I am going to. I've lost Lizaris. There's Lizaris. Lizaris is prone. Okay, what I need to do is. Oh, right, good stuff. And then what I'm going to do is. Victor, you're up.
Okay.
I overstayed these guys. I've got these guys
Alright.
once season, so I might halve them.
Not as an action, but just to try and get a feeling. These guys are supposedly loyal to Mongo.
They
They
are.
want this thing born. I forget its name. Do they want it to
Monga.
Manga? Do they want this to destroy Mongo, or do they want this to serve Mongo? Do I get the feeling?
They want to serve manga. Based on the murals that were
Whoever's playing with those base templates better open up. I want to see big things come out of that.
You will if the crystal gets in. You get to see Monga appear.
Alright. I will move up to here.
Okay.
I forgot I've got both. I'll take 2 actions. As I reach inside one of my internal compartments and pull out explosives.
You do.
Yay, explosives!
Inside a
It's
shaky,
athletic.
dodgy old ancient table.
It's athletic to throw them?
Yes.
Okay. So, first explosive. I will need athletics.
That's an accurate throw. So it lands exactly where you want it to.
Alright.
You could. I don't know how long ago you said you couldn't get words to come out of your mouth yesterday. I know the feeling. I'm doing that a lot today.
More.
That's what I'm
Okay.
talking about.
Okay.
Blowing shit up.
Okay, so one down. 2 down.
Then
Hold up. Oh Lord.
I mean, we're adventurers
it
here,
is.
right? So
Pro
we just
Warlord. Okay, so that's a wound on that one. And the Pro Warlord will spend one of his bennies to evade the blast completely.
the rest of the movement.
You want
Target.
That's very brave of you. You want to stand on the eyeball.
I am a disposable soldier. That is entirely the reason they stole and hacked me. And that is going to be.
That's because you targeted him before you roll, but that's okay. You hit all three of them. Roll for -2 multi-action. It's an 8. Turn on the raised damage. Turn on the raised damage for each damage roll.
Okay. Alright, so first frag grenade. Second frag grenade.
I need to
Third
delete any
frag-
more of them because they're killing them this quick. It's good though.
It's my only frag grenade.
Well, that filled them out quite a bit.
And I got a little bit movement left, I believe, so I'll step back.
That's absolutely fine. Yeah,
Or no,
no problem.
I'm sorry, wrong way.
Okay. Well, that thinned out the herd quite considerably, didn't it?
Well done.
Azul's not here, so we'll put him on hold. Charles, don't forget you're on hold with the Joker bonus. Fritz, you're up, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So what
kind
he's
of
doing
hoping
with that
Fritz will
eyeball.
solution this Kanga, this pearl right here, and then I'll do my thing.
He went for the wrong one, didn't he?
Why is my scale affecting the scale affect range attacks as well? Does it?
Yes. I don't know. You'll have to. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it does. Actually, it's a very good question. I've never thought about it, but always has up to now. So you missed.
Yeah, I suppose it does. Okay, I'll just bet it.
Yeah, because don't remember that's why you remember Lone Wolf's whole argument about a baby with a sniper rifle is the most dangerous thing ever in Savage Worlds.
That was a well spent penny.
Maybe with a shotgun, I would think.
Well, yeah, because of the size things. Size rules get a bit funny when it comes
Well,
to
shotguns, you can hit anything, right?
Yeah. Wow, have you seen the new shotgun functionality programmed into the Suede rule set now?
Oh, really? Nice.
When you drag a shotgun in, it automatically does short, medium, and long range entries automatically.
Oh,
Nice.
that's cool.
And when you add a boost lower trait, it adds blower and boost versions as well.
I mean, that is definitely an archetype. Scientist with a shotgun.
Okie dokie. Well, Fritz shoots that one there. They're resilient so and so it's still standing. I'm afraid.
He's already got shaken, hasn't he? So.
Yeah. Well, he's wounded, so that's all that's good. Are you moving at all?
But no, I'm standing up here. Is there any reason for me to move?
No, it's just you hadn't ended your turn, so I got very confused.
Son of a gun.
What he's saying is, end your turn.
Kangaroo pounce. Kick. Missed. 3 bennies, why not? Vix is shaken, and Victor gets to make an athletics check. Though technically it should be agility, but I've said athletics all day, so we'll keep it as athletics. An athletics check, he needs to roll a 10 or better, or he'll be knocked back. And knocked prone. He's only going 1 inch, but he's not prone. Okay. Brings us to Tawny.
Right. Well, what would y'all say if I blew up the altar?
Could be potentially disastrous.
Ouch.
Okay.
But go ahead, try it. If you want to.
Well, that reminds me.
Let's not do it in the heat of combat. How about that?
Right, let's go. I need to roll those dice for that because those two explosions happened inside the ancient crumbling temple. It doesn't appear to have any effect. Okay, you attack and hit the vulnerable pro. Roll 3
kidding
points
me?
of damage. Good stuff.
That feels bad.
Shaken. Brings us to, if you end your turn, that'll bring us to Lizarus.
Yeah, you want to move me? Okay, you moved me. All
I
right.
did move you. Lizarus is going up the wall, it looks like.
No, the map moved as I was trying to click on something.
Oh, sorry. Oh. Right, go into options and scroll down the bit. You want to find token center and or select and set it to off or select.
Always turn that off.
Just always turn it off.
Except where do I find options?
It's the little cogwheel on the left hand
Got it.
side. Yep.
And now I'm looking for what?
If you scroll down the per user, the very last one is token center and or select. You just want to click that until it says off, and then the map won't move. We lost Charles. He went on hold for so long he got disconnected. No.
I'll have to sort that one out later.
No problem.
So I want to move over there and claw strike.
Go for it.
There he is. He's back.
He's back. No, he's not. He's just disconnected.
We'll finish that.
It's him actually dropping off Discord as well. The computer just decided it had enough.
Oh.
His computer
Some
couldn't
hold for
take
so
the,
long. it just,
the
blew up.
computer couldn't take the excitement. Hit with a raise. Okay, you hit and hit
Hit
with
with the
raise.
first claw.
Yep, go for it. One off hurting it, but roll the second one before you roll the first one again. So roll the second one. So now, if you want to spend any bennies, you can spend a benny and now re-roll the first attack. If you want. And he's back. He's connected again. Or you didn't hurt him, is what I'm asking. If you want to. Oh, you did. Sorry, go for it. So if you roll the first one again. Okay, and if you want to re-roll the one with the raise, what you need to do is, there's that little grayed out D6 down by the modifier box.
Yes.
If you want to re-roll the one that hit with a raise, turn that on before you roll the damage. If you want to, you'd have to spend a penny to re-roll again, but I figured you were going to re-roll both in a attempt because you did hit twice. So turn that on, spend a penny, and then roll damage for your offhand, and you'll get the hit with the raise damage. There we go. Hopefully, you might actually. Yes, you did. You shook it. That's a hit. You got through. You shook it. Yeah, they're brawny little rags. Got him. He's shaken, which means Charles can probably do what he needs to do when Charles is able to hear us again. Okay, the pro warlord's going next. I think we're just going to have him shoot Victor. He actually has a ray gun rifle.
I am prone.
You are indeed. It didn't actually give you. It didn't. Up until now, it's been giving bonuses for prone. So the fact it doesn't count it in the prone, I don't care. I know what you mean, though. Don't worry, you missed it. He remains shaken. Zephyrus up.
All right. Well, having realized the horrible mistake that I was just about to make, I will not place the egg on the altar. I will utilize. I don't know if this will work or not,
I just
but
made him blink.
pardon?
No, I'm talking to myself. Don't worry.
Okay. I'm going to use Mongo and use that to basically turn the crystal that I'm holding into dust.
Okie dokie. Go for it.
And while I do that, I will say, Manga will sleep forever.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Right. Now, how much have you got? 'Cause I'll let you roll 2d6.
2d6? Okay.
2d6, yeah. Each time you try it, it'll cost you a single power point. That's all. Oh, you don't need to. You got 10. The crystal has hardness 8. You do 10 points of damage. The crystal collapses into dust, and the eye vanishes. And the Prole Raw Lord cries out in anger and annoyance, just as Charles comes back in time to act, because he's still on hold before the turn ends.
Yeah, that was interesting. My computer decided to shut all my programs down, and then it won't let me relaunch Discord. I'm actually on my phone. So
Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Windows update.
maybe something in the background.
done.
Okay.
Does it
It
crap all the
looks
time?
like
doesn't
the eye. It looks like the eye has disappeared. Is it closed, or is it just?
Zafara just destroyed the crystal.
Ah,
Said,
okay, perfect.
saying Mongo will stay sleeping forever. So the eye closed. The eye closed. The earth covers over Mongo again.
Okay, so Charles will move out to here, and he will. Am I going to multi-action? You know what? Let's multi-action. I'm going to shoot the warlord boss dude a couple times.
Shaken on the first shot. Hit him again. Very late in the day, you got loads of pennies to spend. You might as well spend them on your damage rolls. You can't crit fail damage.
Exactly, yeah.
2 shakens will be a wound.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. So, as you shoot him, as the crystal crumbles into dust, and as the pro warlord cries out in rage and goes, "No! Why would you do that? Mongo was our only way to free ourselves from the tyranny of Ming."
No.
We can help you.
We can help you from the tyranny of Ming.
That's what
Yeah.
he said.
We're good at that.
And that's where I shall leave it today.
We're great at deminging things.
We'll save you from Ming.
But I shall leave that as the cliffhanger of the day.
Okie dokie.
Hope you enjoyed that.
Should have gone with my first instinct and let it wake up. Oh well.
Well, the point was you did have the choices. The choices was you could basically you wake it up and then attempt to control Mongo to help you in the fight against Ming, or destroy the crystal entirely. Oh yes, sorry, I forgot. I forgot. There is one more thing I'll do to the cliffhanger in a minute, but that was the ethical thing, because there's no guarantee you could control it, and it could just as easily kill you and the proles as well as Ming's forces. But As the pro warlord finishes uttering how will they ever escape the tyranny of Ming, the first of the large cracks appears in the temple as the ceiling starts to come down. That's where we'll leave it until next time.
Heating
Hope you
starting to come
enjoyed that.
down.
Oh yeah,
The sky is falling.
you've destroyed the whole purpose of the temple. Therefore, the temple's going to collapse.
What about that card there that I just played?
Okay, I need to open that one up. Oh, the artwork's not showing up. Okay, that's just basically yeah. That would actually give you, but that's a way of giving some extra bennies or something. So it's a perfect time to do it. So remind me you played it because I'm not seeing the artwork for it. Annoying. And we shall begin next time with the temple collapsing and the enraged proles fighting with renewed frenzy and hatred at you. But we shall leave it there. I shall see you in a fortnight. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. See you
Yes,
then.
thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Otherwise,
I need to
take
check
care.
something.
That's okay. I'm not going anywhere in that regard. See you later, guys.
In the heart,
What's up?
In the heart of the cosmos, a legend stands tall, savior of worlds, answering the call with lightning in his veins and fire in his eyes, racing through the stars, cutting through the skies. Evil's rising, darkness spreads, but there's a hero in the lead. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. A planet in peril, the people cry. Ming's cruel laughter filling the sky. But from Earth to Mongo, across the stars, he fights for freedom, no matter how far. The fate of worlds in his hands. With courage he makes his stand. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. The fate of worlds in his hands. With courage he makes his stand. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright. A flash of light and thunder rolls, champion of the galaxy, saving souls. Through fire and shadow he won't turn away. The universe knows his name today. No chains of fear can hold him down. Flash Gordon wears the victor's crown. Flash, a beacon in the night, cosmic warrior burning bright.